Welcome all sports fans and everyone across the nation. This is another episode, matter of fact, episode 12 of Tuesdays with TJ, the NFL podcast for you and yours, you guys. Welcome to episode 12 of Tuesday with TJ. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton, my beautiful co-host, PJ, and the man of the hour, the one, the only, TJ Tracy. What's up, my guy? Yo, we'll get into all of that, you guys. Yeah, what a crazy week 7 we had. Upsets galore, a lot of good games and a lot of head scratchers. But that feels like every NFL week now. Yeah, which is not a lot. Not a lot, you guys. What TJ was alluding to was our records for week 7. Wasn't good, but mine was slightly better though. I went 7-6, modest, uh, which got me to 58-48, and my man TJ went 2-11 for the week. So now I am officially back into the lead, you guys. Up by 2. Of course, our beautiful PJ, she's somehow undefeated, 106-0. So she just never loses. She said, "Yeah, don't worry about what I say is what I do." What does that mean? What does that even mean? What you say? Anyways, I don't want to hear that. All right, she's 106-0 though. So that's how the cookie crumbles for her. Hope you guys are having a great day. Matter of fact, I can't hear you. Oh, they cannot. Oh, oh my goodness, y'all. I apologize. I never changed the thing. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Oh, you can hear me,
I can
so I
hear
don't
you.
know
Well,
why they
well,
can't
well
hear me.
no, because my dumb ass ain't click the desktop. Hold on. We got you in a second, man. I never changed it, so I don't know. I kept it on the whole time. I don't know why it went back to its form. So
Don't know. Hopefully they can hear me now. No
it'll
idea.
take a second because everything's kind of lagging. So
Of
yep,
course.
there we go. We got you on now, brother.
Oh, that's nice.
All
Hi
right, so
everyone. I hope we can hear
I guess we'll just do it all over again. Welcome back to. We'll just do it all over again like it never happened. Here we go. All right, sorry y'all. Take 2 and action, yo.
you.
What's up, UST Nation? This is episode 12 of Tuesdays with TJ. I am your host, Carlos Clayton, the beautiful PJ, and the man of the hour. Once again, TJ Tracy. I apologize. What is a show without us messing up something on here, right?
Hey, if something went right, we know the world's going to end.
Right,
If
right,
everything went right, something's
right.
wrong.
But we were just explaining about how crazy week 8 was, week 7, excuse me, of the NFL season. But we said it's like almost every week. But we did talk about our failures of picking. I went seven and
Sure.
six.
Um,
Nothing to brag about unless you go to TJ, who went 2-11 for
I'm
last.
sorry, whoever I'm trying to represent. I am so sorry. It's so bad.
So that was crazy. But hey, so now I'm officially now overall at 58-48. TJ's 56-50. But of course, there's plenty of NFL to go with. So we got a lot more to talk about and a lot more to get into, y'all. So sorry about that minor inconvenience. But like I said, the show was always like that. But what's up, you guys? Give a shout out to everyone in the chat right now. We got Generic Bobman says, "Hope all are well. What up, Carlos, PJ, and TJ?" Generic Bobman says, "I can't hear TJ, but you hear him now." Travis says, "I'm here. You can all cheer. I missed last week and see Carlos leaped ahead of TJ in the records." Yeah, well, that's only because of the very, very poor record of TJ. Like, so he went 2-11. If I didn't come back from that, I don't know what was wrong with me in that one, man. But it just shows you how the parity of the NFL from top to
Yeah,
bottom, man. Like there is, you cannot single out a single team right now and say, yeah, that's the one, right? And you also can't single out a single
yeah.
bad team and says, yeah, that's the one. That's the one that's tanking, right? That's the one that's gonna go as a Super Bowl bound team, right? You can't point that one team out because any team can be beat, man. It's just that crazy, man. So show some love also to Daniel Barry Sports Highlights says, sup? What's up, Dale Berry Sports Highlight?
What is up?
Travis 303 is in the building, man, showing love. He is back, man. And Generic says technical difficulties Tuesdays with TJ are back, y'all.
Of
Yeah, of
course.
course, man. That's all right. But yeah, everyone says we can hear you now. That's right. 211 says, no, Generic Bob says 211, that's brutal, man. That's brutal.
Yeah, yeah. It's not good.
Ben Moss says, "What's up, Lowe's and TJ? How's everybody doing today?" Ben, we're doing great, brother. How about you? And we got Normal Guy. Said, What up, Normal Guy? You guys, this is our episode 12 of Tuesdays with TJ. Y'all, it's been 12 episodes, bro. That means literally what 3 months now we've been doing this
Yeah,
show.
3 months. Absolutely mental. Thank you very much for you guys enjoying it. I'm enjoying doing it. So yeah, thank you, Carlos, for hosting it.
Hey, you man, you're welcome. This all started on a car ride, me driving to Dallas. And
Yeah,
and
awesome.
TJ got on the phone and like, hey man, let's do a show. It's called Tuesday with TJ. Simple as that.
Let's go.
Oh, he said, well, okay, cool. And I was like, all right, cool. Boom, there you go. That's right, Ben. Ben says any given Sunday, Los. That's right, man. Any
Any given
freaking given
Sunday.
Sunday, y'all. So we had major upsets.
Yep.
We'll talk about that. We had the game of the week, which is the Dolphins and the Eagles. We'll break that down first as well. And of course, we have our Week 8 picks and predictions, you guys. So we're such a great channel, a good channel, that we have the good, the bad, and the ugly. But we always start off with the good. As you guys see on our screen right now, we have the good. And before we get started, y'all, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're brand new to the channel. We're currently at 2,400 subscribers on our road to 3K. So I hope that we can get there for you guys pretty soon. When we get that, somebody's winning some money and a brand new game of their choice. So hey, who doesn't love a brand new game, right?
Who doesn't?
Right. Who doesn't love a brand new game of their choice? Of course, money is involved as well, so that's cool, man. But
No.
before we get started, TJ, how your night going, brother? How's your day going?
So far, so good. Had a nice, relaxing day in a board game cafe because obviously that's that's what you do. What about yourself? How was your weekend away? I hope you had a good one.
Oh, I'm great, y'all. Before we get started, yes, my sister and her wife had a housewarming party. It was awesome. It was great. It was off the chizane, as these kids say these days. That was probably me saying that back in the day, so that's probably why it sounds funny. But anyways, and my other sister, had her gender reveal. Her and her fiance, and I'm gonna be an uncle to a baby boy.
Baby boy, hey, he called
Hey,
it
so
last
we
week.
were
Yeah, he
all
said,
yeah.
yeah.
We needed a boy because apparently his family, my sister's fiance, his family is all girls. It's like all girls.
Oh,
So they were like really desperate for a boy, and I'm so glad that they met my sister. Her family's full of boys. So hey, there we go, man. Everybody wins. Everybody
everybody with.
freaking wins, man. So, yeah, so I'm going to be an uncle to another boy. I already have one nephew. I'll have another one because in my family I have all the kids, pretty much. I
All
have
the
all the
kids.
kids, man. So they're like, yo, so it's finally, my brother has one. I have five. My brother has one,
Oh,
and that was it. So now we finally get someone else to add on to our beautiful family, man. So I'm happy about that. Let's get it, man. The good. All right, y'all. Enough about that Family Guy stuff, y'all. Let's get to the NFL Week 7 action, y'all. It was just a typical NFL season, NFL week. Good, bad, and ugly. We had the drama. We
yeah,
had chaotic stuff going on, and we had also our game of the week, which for the most part sort of lived to the hype. Let's get it, man. The Eagles versus the Dolphins. That was Sunday Night Football. First of all, thank you to the schedule makers for that one. That was awesome because
yeah.
that was a good game. The score might not say it, but it was a contrast between the Dolphins offense and this Eagles defense, and how would it collide in Lincoln Field? Or is it Lincoln Field or Lincoln Financial Stadium? What is it called?
Lincoln Financial
Lincoln
Field.
Financial Stadium, man, and that was the powerhouse of the AFC and the NFC. We thought we might be the two best or the top two of the top 3 or 4 teams in the NFL, and we got a pretty good game. But the
It was
Eagles
pretty good.
win by a score of 31-17. They beat the Miami Dolphins, and it was a good game. But the Eagles kind of had their way with the Dolphins.
Mhm.
Before we get into details about the game, 31-17 the final score. With that win, Eagles now are 6-1. Dolphins dropped to 5-2. My question for you, TJ, I know this is your team too. I see the jersey that you're wearing right now. Is that a AJ Brown jersey?
It's a guy who went to India we don't talk about.
Oh,
this, yeah,
I'm
this is
sorry.
a
I saw I saw 11.
that's
The
that's
Wentz, Carson
well,
Wentz. I got excited for a second. That was AJ Brown. I said, "Is that
no.
a Brown jersey?"
This is a Vapor limited jersey which I brought like the year after we won the Super Bowl. Obviously, cannot predict that Carson Wentz fell off the cliff like the year
Right,
after.
right.
So it hurts to wear, but it's also one of the nicest things I own. So I have to wear it
Hey
because
man,
I
it's
can't
dope,
just let
man.
it sit in
It's
the
dope.
closet.
It's
So
dope.
yeah.
Well, my question to you, teacher, are the Eagles officially the best team in the NFL now?
Ooh, this is a hard thing to say because when I initially got, I was when I initially got the run through. Obviously, this was the first question I saw on my on my phone, and my immediate reaction was no, I don't think we are. But then I started to think about it, and I was like, actually, like we just stopped the number one run defense, the number one number one run offense, and the number one offense. Like we stopped them. We punched them in the mouth. So I was like, so our and that was with a secondary which was made of a stick and a rock. You know what I mean? It was so many backups and people who weren't on our team like a week ago and practice squad members, and we've just gotten better. So I was like, okay, I'd say our defense is pretty up there. I'd say our defense is good. It's one of the best. And then it's like our offense. And AJ Brown is doing, I don't know what, he's on a different level, AJ Brown. He's
Crazy right
being
now.
absolutely
Crazy.
amazing. Yeah, and obviously Jalen Hurts, yeah, he had another fumble and another interception, which sucks. The interception's not really his fault, batted in the air, just happened to fall into the defender's hand who ran it in. The fumble's a bit worried, and he's injured. Like he's got a knee problem currently going. He's wearing a brace for it. So our offense is still sort of a bit clunky, but we scored 31 points. Like we
Yes.
can't moan about that. We've been apart from obviously the Jets game, we've been scoring high points, which is weird to say that we're moaning about an offense which is still scoring in the high 20s. So I was speaking to it. I was like, it's crazy because we had the same question about the Bills 3 weeks ago, and we were like, yeah, the Bills are the best team in the end, and then they've fallen off. Like, so I say at this moment, right now, I would say yes.
I got you,
I
man.
would say yes. After all of that win, I say at this moment,
Hey,
I would say yes.
I tell you what though, if there's a team that has the most balance, right, who's shown a great blend of offensive opportunities and capitalizing, whether it be via the run game we saw against Minnesota in week two,
Mhm.
whether it be the passing game with AJ Brown with 6 straight games now with 125 plus yards receiving, which is crazy. It's mind boggling, right? To say this
Yeah,
this isn't a team that's really, going up and down the field. With yards and points, but still they're scoring enough. They're always scoring somewhere in the 20s, per se for the most part. And their defense has shown signs, even with a banged up secondary, they've shown
yeah.
signs of, man, we're still that team. We're still
Mhm.
good on defense. Right now, I'm going to say no,
Fair,
but I vaulted up. Call me crazy. I vaulted up the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are the best team in the league. I'm just,
fair. No, I completely
I'm
understand.
going
Yeah,
with
it
Kansas
is.
City. I don't, and it- but I'm going with the Eagles too, though. I think Eagles are right behind them. The Niners are. We'll talk about them in a few. So I don't want to get
Yeah,
dive too deep into the Niners, but I feel like the Eagles right now, if they play the Niners right now, Eagles will win. They're
yeah.
just
I
that good,
agree.
and only because they're just the balance on offense and defense. And currently, right now, the Eagles are the number one seed in the NFC, and that's what you kind of want. You want to have
Hmm.
the home field advantage.
Hmm.
You want to have that bye week as well. That's huge in the playoffs because only one team each conference gets a bye week. So
Yeah,
I'm going to go Chiefs number one, but I think the Eagles, man. I mean, they are right there. And if you can get Jalen Hurts back to being healthy again, because there is some concern for his knee,
yeah.
the way he was talking, it didn't really make me feel good about it. He was like, "Let's just put it under the rug and we'll just deal with it."
Oh, it
Yeah,
was one word answers. Are you injured? Yeah.
nah,
Is it
I mean,
gonna affect you going forward? Hope not.
no, I hope not.
Were you in a brace? Yeah.
Who's not injured right now? Like, oh, come on, bro, we
No,
don't want to hear
precisely.
that.
So even though he is injured, and obviously people have noticed he's not running as strongly as he does, maybe it is for the injury. Obviously, we don't know where it happened because obviously he tells it doesn't say anything. Um, Hopefully that does explain why he's being a bit cautious, and obviously why he's been off, because he has been off. He's not, even though he has had the explosive plays like him stiff arming a defender, throwing to AJ Brown, like he's been explosive. He hasn't been 2022 Jalen, but the Jalen we're getting is still very good, and it's still helping us win even in turnovers. But I'm just more shocked about our defense. We had Sean Desai, who used to be the Bears defense. He was like assistant coach for Seattle. Didn't really know about him, and we've been injured so much. But to shut down that offense and shut down that run game, which was the number one, at the end of the first half, they had -7 rushing yards, which is absolutely ridiculous.
For a team
And
that was like right now they have over 1,000 yards passing and 1,000 yards
yeah,
rushing in the
yeah,
first 6 games of the season, and to really shut those guys down, yeah, that was
precisely.
something.
Well, I know obviously Hill dropped a pass, but he was obviously stopped at 88 yards, which is technically an off day for him, which is crazy to
Right,
think about.
right.
Um, but obviously, he did score on a touchdown when he outrun Terrell Edmonds, and apparently GM Harry Roseman wasn't happy with that, so they went to the Titans and essentially committed high.
Got my guy TJ. We just lost. Y'all know how it is for the technical difficulties, y'all. But we'll get him right back, you guys. We'll get him right back. He says, "Oh no." We'll get him right back. But yeah, back on the Eagles though. I'll break it down until we get TJ back. Uh, I feel like this team, they have obviously what it takes to be a super caliber team, even when things seem kind of off, right? Even when things seem kind of off for this team, they find a way to win these games where other teams are finding ways to lose those kind of games, if you know what I mean, right? These other teams are finding ways to lose these games where the Eagles are, no matter what's going on, no matter how awful they look on offense or how bad they look on defense, what we're seeing now, the Niners lose these games, the Bills lose these. We're seeing these good teams all lose these games, and then we're seeing the Eagles. They're just finding ways to win, no matter how bad it may look on the scoreboard or how bad it may look on the yardage. Uh, you know, there's like no panic in Philadelphia. As the Eagles fan, there's no panic. So I'm like, yo, I like what this team is doing right now, and I respect it because they're showing some umph, and their only loss of the who they lose to TJ.
Am I back?
Okay.
We lost to the Jets, unfortunately. We
The
turned the
Jet-
ball over four
but
times.
right, and that was a game where it was like literally you guys just fumbled the bag away. Like
Hmm.
you had the win, and they just yeah. So, but it
And
was
we could have even win. We were down by 4.
right. Gotcha on that, man. So, oh, let's try and get it back on. He said, "For fudge cake's sake." He said, "For fudge cake's sake," I won't say the real word. We'll get him back on again, you guys. But yeah, so honestly, the Eagles, they're that team. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Philadelphia, and I don't suppose that we'll see another team like quite like this to where when all as they say they did lose to the Jets, we get that they lost to the Jets, but it's the NFL. But they lost to the Jets. It's one of those. Yes, the Jets won, but the Eagles lost that matchup. We have a lot of these matches that you're like, bro, what's going on, man? So yeah, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs as the best team in the NFL. I have no problem saying that at all. For those people who don't agree. I just think that the Chiefs are just head and shoulders right now playing their best football against anybody outside of they and I feel like they're getting better as the year goes. And we'll get TJ on here again. Just give us one more second, and we'll have TJ back on. Um,
Sorry.
oh no, you're good, brother. You're good.
It was fine, completely fine last week. And then this week, it seems to be going to be one of those weeks.
Nah,
I
no,
do
we're good. We're good.
apologies.
We're good. We'll get through this, you guys. I promise you, we'll get through this. So yeah, there we go. We have the Eagles. So TJ would call the Eagles the best team in the NFL. I'm gonna go with the number 2 team in the NFL, but I do believe they're best team in the NFC.
Oh,
Obviously,
yeah.
best team in the NFC. So I got no problem saying that,
And,
man.
and we got better because we robbed the Tennessee Titans again.
And do you guys have dirt? Do guys have freaking dirt on them, and he's going once again. He's not gonna like this. They must got some dirt. There must be some freaking dirt, man. There must be some dirt on the Eagles. They got for the NFL because I don't understand what is going on. I don't understand how they have so much dirt on all these teams in the NFL. Doesn't make any sense, one bit. As we try and get TJ on, let's see if we can get him on for good this time. Let's see if we can get him on for good, you guys. Let's go. Oh man, give us 1 second. I apologize for the technical difficulties that we're having. Butterfly says lots of prizes, yes, and we're going to get to that in just a few seconds. Butterfly, we're going to give that if we can find a way to get TJ on here and get him on here for good. We can dip out of here. We can dip out of here and go to our next topic because we got some good ones for you guys in just a moment, man. Um, so let's see. We'll get him on in just a second. I think I see him right now. Yes, sir. We see him. You see him. He's waving once again. So he is back on, you guys. That's right. A guest has joined. Click to show. Yes.
Hello again. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's so bad tonight. Nothing has changed. I don't think has changed. So I need to buy a very long Ethernet
No,
cable.
no, no, no. I think we got it. I think we're finding good because it finally let me go back to another spot. So all right, here we go, man. So let's see if I can climb back up there to the because when we go on these lives, man, it really like we it makes like the internet super slow. But I also have an Ethernet cable coming my way as well. Thanks, shout out to Real Fan Sports, Zach and Nonfiction. They have an Ethernet cable coming my way, so they say they should damper uh, the amount of CPU we're getting because me and you are so far away that you know we gotta get it from the United States and the UK. So I got an Ethernet coming my way, so that should be um, something that can help us out to make it have less distractions. We can say that.
Okay.
Yeah, so here we go. All right, the next topic, you guys. The Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Los Angeles Rams, and right now the Steelers are 4-2. Right, and if you look at that team and their body of work, man, you're like, how are they 4-2? Me and you both picked the Rams to beat the Steelers, man. We were both wrong on that one, and
Yeah.
shout out to the Steelers, man. They just find ways to win. Mike Tomlin, it felt like some folks want him on the hot seat, which is weird after the first couple games. And I was like, no, this dude just knows how to win, even with a bad squad. But if you look up and down, TJ, the entire AFC North, Steelers 4-2, Browns 4-2. Bengals are getting there now. What they are, 3-3 or something like that, or 2-3.
I
They had a
think
bye week, I
so.
believe, right? So they're like the worst team. The Ravens are at what 4-2 or 5-2, I believe. 5-2.
Yeah. Ravens are 5-2.
So
Steelers are 4-2. Browns are 4-2. Bengals are 3-3.
see, and the best team that we right now is at 500.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be, which we always said from the beginning of the year. This is going to be the tightest division and probably the best. And I still have my hot take of all four teams going to the playoffs. I'm
Ooh, you
proud
do.
of
You
that right
do.
now. And my question is the AFC North still the best division in football?
Um, at this moment, I think they are. Like the other, there's no other close that competitive division. I don't think in the NFL. Like you've got, let's go for example, the East: Dolphins, Bills, Jets, Patriots. Well, the Patriots are a dumpster fire. It's a miracle they won. It
Right.
literally is a miracle they won this week. The Jets are 500, but like they've got Zach Wilson, no Aaron Rodgers, and then you've got the Dolphins and Bills. So that's top heavy. The the West is a complete disaster. Yeah, see West. The South again is also a disaster. They don't know who's going to win left, right, or that's just literally that's the AFC. When it comes to the NFC, you've got the East. Obviously, you've got the Birds on top, and then you've got the Cowboys. They've got the Cowboys lose to weird teams like the Cardinals, and then the Giants and the Commanders are again a complete. Well, come on, Commanders are up there. I think they'll be the seventh seed actually. Then you've got the Niners, which the West, which is Niners and Seahawks and Rams. We thought the Rams would be good, but they lost to the Steelers, and then obviously you've got the Cardinals. The North again, the Lions we think are going to be the best team, but they lost badly.
Hmm.
badly. And then you've got the South, which I'm sorry is a dumpster fire.
It is.
It is a
I agree.
dumpster fire. So right now, if you're looking for most competitive, most tight, it is the AFC North. You've got the Ravens who destroyed the Lions. We've got the Steelers who just beat the Rams, who we think was going to be a good team. The Browns apparently has an historic defense and beat the Niners and obviously beat Indy. And then you've got the Bengals who hopefully have found their feet. So right now, yeah, I would say they are.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same thing. This division is so good, and I would hate for these guys. You know they're going to beat each other towards the end of the year. Someone's going to knock somebody off to not go to the playoffs. I'm hoping all four can get in because these four teams, in their own unique ways, man, they just got that dog in them, man. They got that
Yeah.
dog in them. Cleveland's got that dog. I mean, I know that's kind of like their freaking logo, whatever. Uh, but it's like the Steelers got that dog in them, man. They're no, their offense non-existent, but they're finding ways to win these games. The Ravens, we said that we're going to break them down in just a minute. Talk about that big win
Mhm.
over the Lions, mollywopped them. Um, and of course the Bengals, who might still be on paper the best team in the North of AFC, and they're at 500, but they're fine, like you said, find their footing. I don't see a better division at all as well. I got the AFC North as a great division. And like I said, I still believe all four teams could make the playoffs. The Browns are the most trickiest. Look, I've seen the Steelers go above 500 every freaking year, so I know that's their mo. The Browns, we have that's the one team I kind of get worried about. Will they find that womp 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 moment, and lose three in a row? Deshaun Watson still not 100%. He came in last week. He was done
Mhm.
in the first quarter or second quarter or something like that, and he was done. They brought in PJ Walker, so towards the end of the game. Uh, I don't know what's going on with that team, but as long as that defense can continue to play lights out, and Miles Garrett has been I mean, and the defense wasn't good against Indy, but Miles Garrett
No.
was great.
Yeah.
He made up for their lack of defensive prowess by I mean, two sacks, both sacks, forced fumbles. He had a blocked field goal. He literally jumped over the center, both hands in the air, and batted it down. I was like, this dude is just on another planet right now. Him and T.J. Watt, who by the way are in the same freaking division, right? They're just like thing one and thing two is just nasty. This AFC North, bro. I love the division, and I love it because they're winning in such a bulldogish way. They're winning. It's not style points. They're just
No.
winning.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
they're
It's
they're, they're just winning. That's all they're doing is winning. So I respect that. I respect that from a man. Let's give a shout those in the chat right now. We got Fondarama says Carlos TJPJ UST Nation. I forgot about tonight. Better late than never. Hey, welcome. Come on in, as my guy Dolph 17 would say. I got who else we got? Christian Arujo says, hey everyone. Hope y'all having a great day. What's up, Christian? Mikey O says, good evening, y'all. What's up, Mikey O?
good, isn't it?
It says, Los, you sound like your volume is down. I hope not, you guys. How's my volume sounding, man?
You sound fine to
All
me,
right,
but
everyone said
obviously
I
that's
sound
them.
fine. Thank y'all. I'm sorry, Mikey, if I'm having some problems on your end as well, man. And then we got who we got? Butterfly. What's up, Butterfly? Sorry, Butterfly. She's in the building showing love, man. Peter said, "What's up, you guys?" Butterfly, Christian Arujo, and Mikey O, and Fondarama. Always good to see. How's Barbara G? Fondarama. Hope y'all are doing well, man. Um, Travis says Browns mortgage their future on Watson, but yet they're winning games with PJ Walker. Go figure. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You're right about
He
that.
he didn't look healthy when he came back. He looked like he was still sort of struggling, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah.
that was
Just
Russ.
that shoulder, he's just got to get it right. Just got to get it
Yeah.
right, man. So hopefully he does. But yeah, right now we both agree this division, top to bottom, man. It's just a good division. They're not fancy. They're not flashy. They play good football, man, and they have some really good, in my opinion, some really good head coaches out there. They don't go for the risk it, no biscuit. You see the Chargers, you see the Vikings. These teams always analytics is driving them everywhere. These teams just play football. They
Yeah.
just play football, man. So let's go on our next topic then. We'll break down our next topic and we'll stick with the AFC North. The
Ooh.
Baltimore Ravens. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. They beat down the darlings of the NFL, the Detroit Lions. Hey, what was that final score, TJ?
38-6.
Oh, 38 to 6. I'm about to say 35-6. They added three more. Okay, 38-6, man. I got a two-question part on this thing. First of all, Lamar Jackson, welcome back to Earth. And this
Wow.
dude, if you had him in fantasy, and the guy in my league had him in fantasy on the bench, so he was mad about that. Matter of fact, I think he had started. Oh my God, who did he start? Someone gave him like 10 points. I was like, good God.
Oh,
Lamar
devastating.
on the bench with like 45 points. Just good God Almighty. But anyways, two-part question though. One, we'll start the first one. Is Lamar Jackson back? Because I don't have his stats in front of me, but they were pretty damn good. Over 300
They
yards
were good.
passing.
Yeah, of course.
Over I think like almost 80% passing.
I've I've got him right here. He was 21 for 27, 357 yards, three touchdowns. He ran 9 times for 36 yards and a touchdown. So he got four touchdowns in total, one three in the air, one on the ground, threw for nearly just over 350. And yeah, it was damn, and he missed six passes. So it was his kind of game, which is the game I think he's been trying to prove.
Right.
Oh yeah, he wanted to prove that he can win the game by throwing, and he definitely did this game. Like, oh man, those stats are madness. And
Outside of Dolphins versus Eagles, this was the matchup of the week for at least the first couple games, the noon games. This was the matchup. We saw the Lions handle business against the Buccaneers on the road. We figured they'd do the same thing, at least be a more competitive game. But now the Ravens are a little bit a notch over the Buccaneers, I would say. But
mhm,
boy, they were just not ready for that Ravens pass rush.
nope,
They were not ready for Lamar Jackson, and I'm not gonna say Lamar's back. I'm gonna say no, he's not, because the one word I need from Lamar is consistency. Can
yeah,
you be consistent with your play at quarterback? And my thing is, I don't, and I think it's throughout the entire organization. They want Lamar Jackson to have these numbers every game. That's just not gonna happen. It is just not gonna happen. Lamar Jackson, his only word should be W. I said it last week. Wins. That's what the Ravens need, is just wins. If you're Lamar Jackson, just win games. I don't care how you win it. I don't care if you get under 100 yards passing. If you run for 200 yards rushing, I can care less. Just win, because that's the bigger thing. But if he wants to be this quarterback like that, it's got to be consistent, because he's gonna have this kind of game once, maybe twice a year. Can he make it 6, 7 times a year? Right. That's more of the consistent level, and I don't see that quite yet. Got to see it to believe it.
no, yeah, you're spot on. Like he always has. He either has, I've noticed the last couple of years, a monster game throwing and a monster game running, and he hasn't been able to consistently have it. Hopefully, he does this year. Like, obviously, wish, but obviously, the O line really made all the difference. 5 sacks allowed by the Lions, zero allowed by the Ravens, and obviously, you had the one INT thrown by Goff. But they which is crazy because you think the Lions are a physical team, don't you? You consider the Lions to be one of those
Right.
gruff,
Right.
I'm here to punch you. They weren't ready to being punched in the face as hard as the Ravens did. They just were out muscled, outgunned, and yeah, they had no answer. I wasn't expecting this 38-6,
No one
but yeah,
was.
no one was like.
I mean, so my question is, well, how do you feel about the Lions right now? We were just giving them so much praise, and that's kind of my fault. The 1 minute I finally hop on the Lions bandwagon,
That
I
is
say, you
true.
know what,
That is
TJ,
true.
I'm done. I'm hopping on this Lions bandwagon. They get Bobby Schmurdered, man. Oh my God,
Um,
36. It didn't look good at
that's
all. And now
it.
Montgomery, the running back, he was out for this game. I get that. He's a big
Mhm.
part of what they do, but they also have Jameer Gibbs, the rookie, and they still have the same concept of the scheme of everything. So Reynolds is not Craig Reynolds is a really good running back in my opinion at that the third running back spot. Now he's playing backup because of Montgomery's injury. So one running back shouldn't change the whole dynamic of the team, because you have Jared Goff and those weapons, Amon-Ra St. Brown as well.
Yeah.
And and he had over 100 yards receiving, but it was almost like too little, too late, obviously. But still,
Yeah.
how do we feel about the Lions right now, TJ?
Honestly, fine. Like, yeah, this is a bad loss, which sucks. But they've got an easy schedule. We did say like they've got an easy schedule except for the Ravens and one team later down the line. So it is a bit shocking that they couldn't keep up with the Ravens. Um, but they've, like I said, they've got easy schedule, and they don't have to face the Ravens again until potentially a Super Bowl. So hopefully they learn from this loss. Hopefully they bounce back from this loss. But I wouldn't be too worried. Like, they're still going to win the division. They're still going to be in the playoffs. So yeah, not majorly concerned. Just been like, wow, that sucks. It sucks, but it's behind us. Let's just move on.
And I feel the same way. I feel the same way. I feel like every team has this one. Like, okay, what the fudge cake game is this? This is one of the ones. You just tear up the tape, tear it up,
Yep.
throw it away. You know what? Let's start over, y'all. Players mess up too, y'all. Players mess up. That's how we get it, man. Like Ben said, they had a slip like the Philly did against the Jets and the 49ers.
Yep.
Every team has that. Now this was not no ordinary slip though. This was a straight beat down.
Yeah,
So
this was
that
murder.
that drives me as a cause for concern because if you're the Lions and you're talking about winning the division, that means you're going to go to the playoffs and face tougher competition, right? We did see them beat the Chiefs, but that was kind of like without Kelsey and without Chris Jones, two major parts of Chiefs and what they do. But still, we got to see it more consistent for the Lions. Can they go against these gauntlet teams later on in life and put up a challenge? And I'm praying and hoping so because I want to see the Lions do good.
Yeah, everyone does. Like I said, they've had such an awful 50 years that everyone's just hoping for some sort of light.
Awful 50 years.
Pretty much.
All right. Well, that was our good, you guys. If you want to listen to the rest of the conversation, just rewind it back, man. Broke down the Eagles, are they the best in the NFL? Talk about the Steelers win over the Rams and how dominant the AFC North has been so far. And now we broke down the Ravens of the AFC North destroying the Lions. So, that was a two-part question. Let's get to our bad now. And we got to talk a lot about that bad, man. We got the San Francisco 49ers Monday
Ooh.
Night Football against non-primetime Kirk Cousins, right? They lose 22-17, and this isn't an ordinary loss. This is back-to-back losses.
It wasn't good.
TJ,
It wasn't good.
In the beginning of the year, just a couple weeks ago, we were like, we're looking in the schedule, we're looking. This team can run the schedule. 17-0. Now that's us as part of the media. Unfortunately, we're part of the media. We're social media, but we're still part of the media. We have put a crown on a Niners team. Let's be honest, that hasn't won nothing yet. They keep going to Super Bowls, they keep losing. They keep going to NFC Championships, they keep losing, and they haven't won anything. This isn't the Chiefs team that we've seen. At least the Eagles can say, "Hey, we're the representative of the NFC champions right now." But they played so well, but all of a sudden now, when injuries kind of pile up, guys aren't as healthy, and now the onus is on Brock Purdy.
Yes.
Right? And this might be more of a did we overhype Brock Purdy? But let's just say for now, did we overhype the San Francisco 49ers?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know, because they've come in and they have beaten teams, and they've beaten good teams convincingly. And then they lose. Well, they lost first last week. They lost to the Browns, which had a great defense, but they still had the opportunity to win until their kicker missed it. That sucks. But this game, they would just look lost. And obviously they don't have Debo. And obviously McCaffrey is injured. He definitely wasn't himself. He only had 45 rushing yards and 15 attempts. And that one of them was a long touchdown run. Like that wasn't a consistent. Brock Purdy missed 9. He had 21 of 30, 272 yards, 1 touchdown. It's the 2 interceptions that killed the 49ers.
Right.
They couldn't bounce back quick enough. They couldn't recover from those 2 INTs. And give him his due. Kirk Cousins has been playing out of his mind this year. He had nearly 400 yards. He missed 10 passes. He too had an INT, but it was essentially someone committed highway robbery. Like, they just ripped it out the guy's hands, didn't they?
Right.
Yeah, and 2 touchdowns. But this was also without Justin Jefferson. Like, Madison stepped up and not Madison. Anderson stepped up and took the workload, which is good. Like, you want that from your main receiver you drafted this year. But yeah, Kirk Cousins played well, and they just played enough to get above the 49ers. And I think the 49ers just got in their own way, and injuries are piling up. Like that's the concern. That's always been a concern with the Niners, is they've had injury years under injury years. Like we wouldn't know about Brock Purdy last year, except they lost two starting QBs. They lost Garoppolo and Trey Lance last year, and then thank God Purdy was who he
Yeah,
was this
yeah,
last
exactly.
year. Otherwise, that was a lost season. Like so, I don't know. I honestly don't know. You wouldn't think so, but if they can bounce back, hopefully they can. But well, hopefully not. But
I'm
there's
gonna say,
still a thing.
I think this team deserves the hype they've been getting. Let's just keep it real.
Yeah,
They deserve this hype, and these are games they didn't get blown out. This isn't where the
no,
Lions got beat the fudge cake down. This isn't a Dallas team that got beat down by this same Niners team. They lost two games by a combined of 7 points, right? So
hmm
I'm not worried about that. What I am worried about though, and we can say injuries pile up all the time, but that's for everybody. Like, there's no excuses. Every
that's
team
true.
is gonna have injuries everywhere they go. But first, before we get back on it, man, shout out to Card Craze in the building. What's up, Card Craze? How you doing, love?
Look, I agree.
He said, "What's up, Card Craze?" And we got Baloo Spams L2 is in the building. Says, "What's up?" And he says, "We haven't, um, but great." He haven't looked great, but I wouldn't say overhyped. We definitely had two winnable games. Yeah. Here's my concern for the Niners, though. As you guys are welcome back to the channel, man. Thank you for the love and support. We appreciate that. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are new to this channel, you guys, and you like what you're hearing right now. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton. This is PJ, and homeboy to the right of us is TJ Tracy, the main man. Now, you guys,
Hello.
let's get it. I will tell you this though. What concerns me is okay. It's the back-to-back loss that concerns me. Winning
Fair.
is contagious, but losing is also contagious. And now there's footage of Brock Purdy at his best, but now we got footage of Brock Purdy at his worst, and it's a copycat league. What did the Browns do?
Ooh.
Okay, Vikings said we got that. All right, now the next team, what did the Vikings do? And guess who the Niners got this week? The Bengals.
I was going to say, yeah,
You know
you
what I'm saying?
said at the
So
beginning.
you can't tell me it's not a copycat league. Now we've seen tape of Brock Purdy looking somewhat flustered, looking like a second
hmm
year player in the NFL. And even his numbers are still good though. I'm not saying he's trash at all because Purdy's done excellent. Even his bad games, there's some good numbers in there. You know,
Yeah.
the last two games, it's still really good numbers. So I'm not going to knock the guy. I'm not saying he's trash at all. At all, he's a really good quarterback. Uh, and I do think that the hype is still real. The Niners are still quote unquote a top three team. We're not dismissing that at all. They had two back-to-back games, but that does scare me. And it was against a Viking squad, like you said, no Justin Jefferson, a Viking
No.
squad that Kirk Cousins is known for being garbage on prime time, right?
Yep.
Uh,
Yep. And they've not been a good team this
no,
year.
and they were coming in. They were 1-4, right? Or was it 1-4, 1-5? I forgot what the record was.
They were 2-4.
They're 2-4, so they were 1-4 coming on. They had one win all season, and now it's kind of like a head scratch. Like, okay, well, what's going on with San Francisco? And that's what really bothers me. It's not if they would have won against Cleveland, found a way to win, and then lost against the Vikings, I had no worry. But it's the back-to-back losses, and
Yep.
whether you lose by 35 or lose by one, it's still a loss on your record. And
Still
and,
lost.
and now we've had some tape, and we've seen some Kyle Shanahan looking frustrated on the sideline
hmm
with Brock Purdy. Just saying. But I think Shanahan's that kind of guy anyway, so he didn't like a fun guy to hang out with. I don't know about you. I ain't hanging out with him.
but going back to your previous question, we went through the record saying, "Hey, that's a win. That's a win." Do you want to run through the next couple of games and see what they? Well, so you've got the Bengals this week. That could go either way. They've
Right.
got the Jaguars the week after. Precisely, their defense has been playing very well. Then you've got the Buccaneers and that high flying offense. Well, not high flying, but that great good offense. Then you've got Seahawks and then Eagles. Like that could potentially, like if the worst comes to worst, I can see them potentially losing 3 games in that run, and that's the next 5. Like
And Travis is, I stand corrected. The Vikings are 3-4. They won
Three
three
and
of the
four. They
four.
were 2 and 4
Yeah,
coming in. Yeah,
so you would tell me that they were 2-4 going into this game.
four.
Thank
Yeah,
you, thank you.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so so they're 3-4. Yes, you're right about that, Travis. Thank you for that, brother. Um,
And then
and
they've got the Ravens.
yeah, Baloo made it. Baloo says Purdy made some terrible reads yesterday. I was about to get to that. The reason why Kyle Shanahan was frustrated because of the terrible reads. He was like that. Why would you throw that football? That's what he was. His expressions. Why are we throwing right there? And it's happened more times in his last two games than all of Purdy's past what 10 games he's played. So yeah,
Yeah,
that there is an issue. But Brock Purdy, like I said, even in his bad games, he has good numbers. So I'm not saying he's just oh my God, he's just playing so trash. No, he's still playing really good football. And this Niners team is still a top three team regardless. They just had a back to back kind of ho hum weeks. You know, but my question is, where's George Kittle? We know Christian McCaffrey's going to get his touchdowns. Where's Brandon Ayuk in this game? He only had 57 yards receiving. He went more towards Jennings and McLeod in this game, and that was the reads Shanahan probably would prefer to him not to go to. Let's go and find Ayuk. Let's go find Kittles while we throwing to Ray McLeod, the number 4 receiver. So I get it.
yeah. Ray McLeod, 20 yards. Yeah, they held. Did, did Kittle not have a? Yeah, Kittle had 78 yards yesterday, but it's they he just seemed to be missing people. Like he wasn't seeing defenders, and that led to the INT. Like the last INT, he threw it right in front of a defender standing there. Like it's as if he didn't see him. So hey, we still forget he's a very very young player.
That's right.
He hasn't played a full season technically yet. He He's still going to have those learning curves. It's just people forget because he has been so good and no one suspected him to be so good. So
But you're right though. The schedule now all of a sudden does seem kind of hard for the Niners. You're like, whoa, hold
yeah,
on now. So I think another win will get them back on track. But will that win come against the Bengals? Find out how we pick it. And in about another 20 some minutes, we'll have our prediction. But here's another team that we keep talking about. Stick with the bad, y'all. The Buffalo Bills. This is now ever since we crowned them the best in the AFC about 3 weeks ago.
yeah.
They have not been that team, man. They have not been that team. TJ, what is their record, by the way?
The Buffalo Bills.
Yes,
Bear with me
two
for
losses
two
or three
seconds.
losses. I want to say it's 2 losses, right?
I think it's 3 losses.
3 losses. My God, I hope not. Lost to the Jets. Lost to the Patriots. Matter of fact, both teams in the
It's
division.
3 losses. They're 4-3 because they obviously lost to the Jets week 1. They lost to the Patriots this week, and they lost to the Jaguars in London.
Yes, you're right about that. My God, 4-3. This team here. Look, the Patriots beat them in the last second Sunday to get a 29-24 win. First, yeah, you heard me right, y'all. Patriots beat the Bills, and the Patriots scored 29 points.
Mm-hmm.
Albeit a home game for the Patriots, the Bills, on paper, a much better team than the Patriots by far. Any given Sunday, we know about that. These are the type of games we're talking about right here. Uh, Josh Allen, for some reason, turnover machine. He's been like that, but we kind of give him credit because he scores so many touchdowns, right?
Yeah.
The touchdowns kind of overwhelm the interception. Like Daniel Jones is different because Jones has more turnovers than he has touchdowns, where Josh Allen has way more touchdowns than he has turnovers. But still, the same amount of turnovers coming Josh Allen's way, and it's getting worse and worse as the year goes on. It's almost like head scratch. Like, okay, we thought that Brock Purdy's 2 or 3 bad throws, this game was bad. But wait till you see Josh Allen's bad throws. It's like, bro, what are you doing? TJ, what's going on in Buffalo, man? This is like this is now back-to-back weeks. I've had to ask you this. What's going on in Buffalo?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like we said, this game should be a get-right game for Buffalo because New England has looked terrible, absolutely terrible. I think the entire month of October, Derrick Henry had more passing touchdowns than Mac Jones did.
Yes, facts.
Yeah. Mac Jones must have felt weird being cheered at home compared to what he normally does, but maybe, do you reckon it's a bit of hero ball from Josh Allen? He's used to all the responsibilities being on his back, that he wants to do it all. But I don't know. But to be honest, I know Josh Allen He didn't have a good game throwing. He was 27 to 41, and obviously the INT. But they were in the lead. They were in the lead, and they had the chance to win the game. And his defense let up Mac Jones, and I think the only correlation that I think of is the defense has gotten weaker ever since they had the loss those certain players out for
Milano.
the year.
Milano left. Ever since
Milano
Milano
and
got hurt in London.
yeah, and then we had White. Is it White?
Yeah, yeah.
Got
Was it?
injured.
Yeah, the cornerback. Yes, he's also
Yeah,
hurt as
he's
well.
also out. But to give it to the Patriots, they finally found a run game. I said last week this is rare that New England hasn't had a run game, and they had
Right.
a semi-decent run game compared to what they had. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is the Bills' defense not being as strong as it was at the beginning of the year, and Josh Allen feeling like he has to compensate himself to do it.
And that's been the issue because he's so laser focused, and this is what drives me about diva receivers, right? Stephon Diggs, when he goes to about 2 or 3 possessions without the football, no matter what's going on, he is going to have a temper tantrum. He's going to be a crybaby, yada yada yada. And then it feels like, okay, well, Josh, how do I help Boo? How do I help Boo out, right? How do I make Boo's like having a girlfriend? She's sad. I gotta do something to make her feel better. I got a wife. I gotta do something to make her feel better, right? It's
Yeah,
one of them things like that marriage between Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. We know Stephon Diggs is the diva. He's the female of the two, and Josh Allen's got to find a way as the husband to cater to his wife, whatever. So let me go ahead and force stuff on him while ignoring the kids, while ignoring the bills, while ignoring what I'm saying, stuff like that, right? It feels like that's happening because when he does go Diggs, 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 Diggs. You saw Gabriel Davis, 6 yards receiving the whole entire game. He's your number two receiver, you know.
yeah,
And,
1 for 6. Yeah,
right. It's crazy how that goes. I don't understand the concept of why look at. I don't care what Stephon Diggs saying. Are we winning or are we losing? We are losing right now while force feeding you the football. That's one big thing. And of course, with the defense not being up to par anymore as it was, even with Von Miller being there, it's almost like Josh Allen. He's always had that. I gotta put the cape on and play Superman and do these
hmm
incredible plays, which come back to hurt them. What I'm really mad about is I thought this was. I'm still saying it is a make or break it year for the Bills. They've been that team that's been quote unquote the best team in some part of the season, but we saw the Chiefs, the
hmm
Bengals
hmm
over these Bills teams the last couple of years, right? So the Chiefs and Bengals like, yeah, yada yada yada. You can do all that what you want, but we're the ones going to Super Bowls. You're
yeah,
not. You're not. You're just sitting there crying about X, Y, and Z, and you're not getting the job done against teams like this. We just saw the freaking New Orleans Saints shut out the Patriots 34-0 in New England.
yeah,
I understand it's a divisional game, but come on, bro. You're a much better team than the Saints, and you're a much better team than the Patriots. And to go in there and to lose that style with 8 seconds ago, and they give up a touchdown pass from Mac Jones, right? Unbelievable how the NFL it can turn a complete 180 in just a couple of weeks. And we went from the Buffalo Bills, are they a team that could be the best in the AFC, to now it's almost like they can mess around and not win the division. I'm just saying, because
yeah,
the Dolphins are in that division now. It's like, all right, they can mess around, and you keep talking like that. 4-3 the first 7 games, like Bill Parcells says, the former Giant and Cowboys head coach. He said, "You are what your record is. You're 4-3
yeah.
for a reason." And
Almost 500.
yeah,
Like,
and 500 is you're a mediocre team. That's what it sounds
hmm
like right now.
hmm
The Bills are playing very mediocre football, and I've lost all confidence in this team to be great. They can still go to playoffs, but to go to their destination, they're like, let's be honest, we all kind of label Josh Allen maybe a top 3 quarterback in the NFL, right? Behind Mahomes, there's Josh Allen, right? We always had that conversation, and they Super Bowl was on their mind, and right now they're playing like we just want to go to
yeah,
the playoffs.
yeah. And hey, their schedule isn't the easiest. Like they've got the Buccaneers this week, then they've got the Bengals. Okay, then they've got the Broncos. So that should be an easy game for them. But
You
then they've
think
got the
so?
Jets. Yeah, you think so. And then they've got the Eagles. Like, they're going against the Eagles again. Chiefs, then Cowboys. Like, they've got a tough schedule.
Very tough
And
schedule, man. They
it's
get
games. Yeah, it's games like this. They need to win. So if they lose a couple in that tough schedule, it doesn't hurt
like
them
you.
seeding
You
so
don't want
much.
to go to the first 12 games at 6-6. You know that you
No,
don't want
no,
to
of
do that,
course not.
and they have very losable games in this stretch coming up. Uh,
Mm.
all right, but let's go to our just downright ugly, man. And that's we went from the good Eagles, which is TJ's team, and now the downright ugly, the New Orleans Saints, my squad.
Oh.
After that loss Thursday Night Football, by the way, another lock that I just lost out. Don't listen to me on lock, child.
Oh my God! Did you? Yeah, you chose New
I, I,
Orleans,
I
didn't you?
chose. I would have lost anyway because if I didn't go to New Orleans, I was going with Tampa Bay, and they lost. So
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'd have been done. I'd have been done regardless, man. I'd have been done regardless, bro.
Oh.
So yeah, my locks are just they're bad right now, T. They're horrible. They're horrible. I'm scared of doing all these locks because that team might lose now. But let's have the lock at the end of this before we get to the picks. But yeah, so New Orleans Saints after that 31-24 loss. First of all, good game by the Jaguars.
Mhm.
But now we got a lot of disgruntled players, coaches,
Yeah.
and they got a lot of finger pointing going on. You got Derek Carr blaming Olave on a certain go route, but then you have
Yeah.
Michael Thomas having Olave's back saying, yo, Olave wasn't part of the play at all. He wasn't even an afterthought in that play. Then you have Dennis Allen saying, I got Derek Carr's back. Carr was right. And now you got a lot of back and forth going on. Pete Carmichael, the offensive coordinator, should he stay? Should he go? Ronald Curry, they're saying he should take a spot as the OC. A lot is going on in New Orleans, man. I don't know what to say right now. It looks ugly in the Big Easy. Saints lose. The Saints organization are just blaming one another, man. What's going on in New Orleans, TJ? Let me know, brother, because I don't know what. I don't know anymore. I don't know.
I, I
Go ahead.
wish I had the answers to you, but I've never seen Derek Carr lose his temper and be that angry. Like, he was fuming, and see, you lost, which sucks. Like, you've lost. What is it? You're 8-4. You'd already lost 3 times before. But I think the worst thing you take away from this game is not the loss. It's the fact you're fighting each other.
Yes.
You don't want that. You don't want that at all. Even if it's a bad loss, you want the team to come together and grow from it. But the fact they're turning inwards is a bad sign. Really bad sign.
Man, if you look at Dennis Allen's record, man, I didn't know it was that bad.
What's
17-42 as a starting head coach, 17-42. And I'm like,
damn?
and sometimes, hey, there's coaches. You not only coach, but do you see what Dan Campbell's doing out there in Detroit? You got to be a great motivator as well.
Yeah.
Dennis Allen is so ho hum. We'll just have to look at the tape. That's it. Like,
No, yeah, you can't have that.
no spit, Sherlock. Yes, brother. Like, you gotta say something, have some fire, be accountable for what's going on. I don't know what's going on in the water, but it's looking very ugly. They got the coach this week. Maybe we can bounce back, but God dog it, I don't know. I mean, obviously winning cures a lot of things, but when it's in house and players going at it, man, it's just a bad sign.
It's not good.
For a team on paper. And thank God we play in just a drastically horrible division in the NFC South that we're just only one game away from first place, but still, or tie for first place, still not looking good for the city of New Orleans, man. So thank you for your input for that, man. I feel
I feel sorry for you. But we even said at the beginning of the year, it was your coach. I just didn't trust your coach,
Right.
and I think it's proven that I don't think he can handle the team well. And unfortunately, I reckon. Do you want him gone after this year?
Yeah, I did say if we don't make the playoffs, I said this before the season started. If we don't make the playoffs, just blow the team up, and that includes the head coach.
Just blow it up.
Blow it up.
Oh, I
head
see.
coach got to go. Everything's got to go. Pretty much.
What you currently draft order? Because I assume you want a QB. I don't know how much.
We finally have a draft pick now, first round pick.
I was gonna say I could take it off your hands if you want.
No. Unless you want to give us Jalen Hurts, but besides that, no, we're good.
I'll give you Derek Barnett in a fifth.
Guess what? They'll say deal because you guys got bad judges
Deal.
in the NFL, man. Deal. Breaking
You're
news.
currently at 11th.
So yeah, so
You're 11th.
right now, obviously, we're the Saints, so we're not going to be that bad. We're going to win at least 7 games this year, and we'll be picking like
Mhm.
14th again. So I don't know where we go with that. Honestly, I have no clue. Our O line, I guess, but whoever we draft, they just suck anyways on our O line. So
Well,
you know,
according to this mock draft in October,
yeah, it happens.
madness,
Yeah,
they've got you a defensive end. They out of Florida State.
that's great. Yeah, like we needed to. God, dog.
Jared Verse.
We just got the kid from Notre Dame this year, man. Foskey, man. Got to let him develop, man.
Oh, that's funny. The Falcons after you take a quarterback. The Falcons are at 12 and they've got them taking a quarterback.
What
So you've
quarterback
not
is that?
taken a
Was that
quarterback.
Drake Mays? What are they getting?
Michael Penny
Oh yeah,
Jr. from Washington.
Washington. I will take him all day. Let's go. I want him. If he's there, let's get Michael
Yeah.
Penix Jr. I'll take him MPJ, left-handed, a lefty. But yeah, so I feel you on that, man. I don't know. Look, there's still time to turn it around. Look,
Yeah.
if we can go 8-9, win the division, I'm happy for that, man. Let's just win the division. Let's get in the playoffs, man. Let's just try to. It's frustrating, bro. It's so frustrating.
I understand. I'm sorry for you. Like
Oh, it's
it
all
does
good,
suck.
man. Let's get to our what the fudge cake moment for week 7. TJ, do you have your what the fudge cake moment?
I do, and I know it's something we don't really talk about, but it was particularly bad this week, and that was the refs. I know we don't moan about the refs. I know we're not really like you can't moan about the refs, and I will even openly admit I don't know who paid the refs in the Eagles game, but there were egregiously, really,
Yes.
really bad
Yes.
calls, and I still think the Eagles would have won anyway, especially with the fakes. I know people are going to the Bradbury face mask, but the play directly after that hurts for a pick six. So it kind of like if they'd
Bounce
scored a
itself out,
touchdown,
right?
yeah, it's kind of bounces out. But the intention, what is it? The illegal touching in the Colts Brown games when it
Yes,
was
man.
a fumble recovery that would have won it for the Colts, and then I always thought there was a rule when it comes to DPI that if the ball was classed as uncatchable, it wasn't classed as DPI. Yeah,
Facts.
that's what I
Facts.
thought. That's
Yeah.
what I thought. And I'm sorry, I didn't know their receiver was 12 foot tall and could catch a ball. Like that ball was uncatchable. I'm sorry, and obviously it lost the Colts the game. And I know you can't blame the Colts, but you can't blame the refs. But it was bad, and like I said, it was bad in the Eagles game. I feel sorry for the Dolphins. The Eagles had 0 penalties. The Dolphins had 10. Like we should have at least been penalties a minimum of 4. It should have been a 4-10, and or even 4-9 because the Jalen Hurts roughing the passer was a bit.
Right.
But it was just bad, and people want consistency, and they want people to understand what the refs are thinking. We need that transparency that the XFL and the USFL have.
You took the
And
words right out my mouth, bro. Go ahead.
as soon as we get that, as soon as we get what these humans, I know they're humans, but as soon as we get what they're thinking, that resolves so much of the problem. Just to get what they're thinking would just be like, okay,
Yeah. Because here's my thing though. You know it's an NFL thing, right? You know
yeah,
because the NFL, first of all, the NFL is heavily involved with wanting the offenses. They want points, 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 points. We've been doing that, right? And it's funny because same type of game, XFL, USFL, and we saw how beautifully everything was reffed. Right? They didn't
mhm,
call ticky tack stuff. It was it had to be really, really, really obvious. In the NFL, they can care less. They don't care. They want automatic first downs all the time because they want points, points, points. Because that brings in more ratings and it brings in look.
mhm,
The NFL's already got us involved already. We you know what I'm saying now they're just being super greedy by getting casual fans what they want more
yeah,
points. So how we do that? Well, obviously more penalties thrown. But you see the USFL. see the XFL, and the game was just being played beautiful. These games were ending in like 2 hours and 20 some minutes, man, because no penalties, none of that crazy stuff going on. These phantom calls that we see a lot in the NFL, which drives me crazy from all the teams, all the games. It's not just one particular game. Like this particular week, I agree with you on that. What the fudge cake moment, man? Like there
Yeah.
were a lot of bad calls and a lot of games this week, and it's tough. I understand it's a tough job for the referees. I get it, man, but also they're trained to call that.
Yeah.
They're trained by the people above in the NFL. Like, we want you guys to call this, that, and that, right?
Mhm.
It drives me crazy, man. So I definitely understand your what the fudge cake moment. Uh, as for me, my what the fudge cake moment goes to two particular teams, the Bears and the Giants. How do their backups, quarterbacks, galvanize these teams? I
I
still
know.
don't know the guy's name for the Bears. Is it
Oh,
Badgett? What's his name? Badgett?
I could not
The
tell you.
kid,
He
I can't even tell you what college he went to because it was like Division 7. They were playing like flag football where he went. But shout out to him and to Tyrod Taylor. First of all, getting their teams dubs this weekend, but to say it, they probably ran the offense better than their starting counterparts in Daniel Jones and Justin Fields. That's my what the fudge cake moment. How do the Giants and the Bears galvanize more on backup quarterbacks than they do their own starting quarterbacks right now? I feel like Daniel Jones is in. He's not going to make it to that 4 year deal. He's probably got.
really.
He's not. Oh no. He will get traded or cut. I think the Giants will eat that money up and let him go. If not next year, the year after that for sure. Fields, after that beautiful game Thursday night against the Commanders, we thought, okay, this the Fields we want to see.
Yeah.
And man, it's been rough that next game, and here comes freaking what's his name? Badgett? Is that his
I'm
name?
trying to find it. Hold on. Sorry.
I think
Where?
it's Badgett. And but Badgett comes from nowhere, and he ran the offense. Thank you, Ben. He says Badgett. Thank you.
Badging. Yeah.
Yeah, he runs the offense really good. It wasn't like they didn't play a great team, obviously, as the Bears beat the Raiders, but the Raiders, have a decent squad, uh, and he ran it well. He ran it well, and it was a normalized quarterback where Fields kind of looks shaky. You would expect it Badgett to look like Fields, right?
Hmm.
First ever start, shaky. He looked like he belonged. And a win is a win, no matter how you get it. But I think the defense of the Bears, the special teams, the offense, they all galvanize around
Yeah.
Tyler Badgett. And of course, Tyrod Taylor, he's been there, done that when healthy. Tyrod Taylor's that dude when healthy. That's the only issue is not being healthy. But if he plays, he's a really solid quarterback. And honestly, maybe not. It's still Fields over Badgett. But right
Do
now,
you
a lot of
think?
folks, including myself in New York, it's Tyrod Taylor over Daniel Jones.
Oh yeah. No, I agree. I think
And
Daniel
that's my what
Jones.
the fudge cake. Like, all right, that's crazy, man. What's going on in New York and Chicago? So very excited to see those two teams win and get some dubs, man. So that are
Yeah.
our what the fudge cake moment, you guys.
Hey,
What
we
what
we've
are
seen
yours?
teams gather. We've seen teams do well with backups. Nick Foles, Brock Purdy. Like,
Right, right.
who knows?
Let us know in the comments what is your what the fudge cake moment for week 7. Let us know in your comments in our comments down below, y'all, in the chat. So let's get
Yeah.
it, y'all. That's our what the fudge cake moment. Now at the moment we've been waiting for you guys. Yo, we got a full 16 game slate for week 8. So no bye weeks for no one. There's a full 16 games, all 32 teams. All 32 teams. God dog. Are
It's gonna be
playing
busy.
this week, so we'll run by this pretty quick. Otherwise, we'll be here for freaking 3 hours. So we'll give our picks, give a brief explanation of why we're picking these teams or why we're not picking that team, and then let's get it. And I'm gonna be real with you guys. I wing it. I wing it.
You
I
wing it.
I wing it. I don't. I mean, I don't sit back and just like, ooh. I know who's playing, but I haven't sat down. I never sit down and like, okay, let's see this that stat for this and that. I just that's just not me right now. I just don't do that. I think at the time, man, like we had Papa John's pizza today at lunch, and we had a freaking stand down meeting was my lunch was an hour. We had a 30-minute meeting during
Ooh.
lunchtime, so they fed us pizza to make us feel better.
Like they do. Like they do.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
won't give you more money, but here's a
Yeah, yeah,
pizza.
here's a pizza party though for you guys, for all you grown folks in here. Hey, man, pizza parties for freaking kids, man. But
Uh,
anyways, I don't sit down and really just like dissect everything. So I kind of use this as my let's get it, man. I just go with it, man. I go with the flow. Let's get it, man. All right, our first game in the docket, Thursday night football. In 2 days, we have. It should be a really good game, honestly. We have the
yeah.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Buffalo Bills. Thursday night football. Hopefully it's a good game. We had our first really good Thursday night game with the Jaguars and the Saints. 31-24.
Mhm.
So that was a well played game. Hopefully we get a lot more of those as time goes on. We got the Bills versus the Buccaneers. TJ, start off with you, man. Who you got in this game?
Like naturally, I want to say Buffalo. I honestly was just in my head. I was like, Buffalo. But they played bad. Like like I said, they're not doing well. They honestly aren't doing well. So who knows about Tampa Bay? I know Tampa Bay lost last week. They've had a bad couple games. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if any of the I wouldn't be surprised if Tampa win, but I am going to go with Buffalo simply because it's being played in Buffalo. It's going to be cold. It's not going to be nice. So I'm going to reckon hopefully Buffalo bounce back. But honestly, with their struggling defense, Mike Evans might go crazy. Like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm going to go with Buffalo simply because it's at home. That's my only factor in it. I think they're going to be at home and it's going to cause enough dysfunction. But they don't run the ball, and Tampa's weak at running the ball, so who knows?
Yeah, I'm going Buffalo as well, brother. I'm going Buffalo.
Yeah.
I just don't trust the Buccaneers offense. That's why. Honestly, Buccaneers defense is going to be there, and they'll make some plays. They'll get a turnover or two on the Bills, but can Tampa Bay capitalize on that? Right now, they're really showing that that Falcons game really let me down as far as thinking the Buccaneers were the best team in the South. And so I was like, okay, it's still up for grabs now. As far as the Saints fan, I am, hell yeah, lose that game, I'm good. Because I will take the Falcons at first place right now, knowing they're not that good of a team. They lose any second. Buccaneers have a good defense, really good defense. Offense, Baker Mayfield, he's still just a below average quarterback. That's not saying nothing bad. They still, in the NFL wise, it's still a decent quarterback. He can make plays.
Yeah, that's true.
And this is a type of game where it's Thursday night football. Anything can freaking happen. We get it. But I don't see the Bills having back-to-back-to-back struggling games, right? I got the Bills win this one. I can't see the way the Bills lose this game. And I could be just dead freaking wrong.
Yeah, it is one of those. If they destroyed New England, your confidence in Buffalo would be extremely high.
Right.
The fact they lost, it's just like, well, who knows? Because I consider Tampa better than New England. I do indeed. So,
right. Our next game, let's keep it in New York, y'all. That's right. I guarantee you, someone from New Jersey is going to win this game. This game is being played. Obviously, both teams play in New Jersey, although they're called New York, which is so freaking weird to me.
They got sued over that, by the way.
And I don't blame them for being sued, because how the hell you New York, but you playing in New Jersey, but call yourself New York? I don't get that one bit. That's correct, though. That's neither here nor there. I apologize, you guys. All right. The New York Jets take on the New York Giants in this Battle of New York. First of all, if you would have asked me 2 weeks ago, I'm like, this game is going to be hella trash. But now I'm very intrigued in this game. The Jets are a team that feels like they can beat anybody, and they have destroyed the Jets and the QBs they played so far this year. That's a gauntlet of quarterbacks they played, and they have pretty much dominated them, from Josh Allen to Pat Mahomes to I don't know what else, but other good quarterbacks they played and kind of beat
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, yes, thank you. And really, Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna go with an upset. I got the Giants. I've gone with the Giants.
Ooh.
The Jets. I think it's going to be one of those ugly games once again. And I think it's going to be hard to score on both ends. I think the Giants found their groove. They got their groove back, like the guy from the Disney Channel movie. I forgot his name. But they found their groove though. I think Tyrod Taylor. One thing he doesn't do is turn the ball over. I said it last week. That's why I like this Giants squad. When you can get 3 or 4 extra possessions per game because of the lack of turnovers, that will really benefit you, not points wise, but in the field position wise. See,
True.
the Giants with Daniel Jones, you're always like bad field position because of fumbles and turnovers. You're always in your defense is bad. The defense is good for the Giants. They just been put in bad spots. I'm going with the Giants to win over the Jets.
Fair, fair. And I understand you, especially since the team does look like they've rallied around Tyrod Taylor. But I'm going to go with I'm going to go with the Jets. I believe they were on a bye week
They
last
were,
week, so
yes,
they'll
sir.
be fresh, they'll be recovered, and I just feel like their defense will be able to overpower the Giants' offense, and because their defense is good. I admit their defense is really good, and hopefully they should have Sauce Gardner back and all those kind of stuff. And I think the no matter what wide receivers the Giants have, they won't be as good as the Jets cornerback. So even though the Jets' offense isn't as good, I think that their defense is good enough for the win to win for them to win this game. I do have a question though. I know it's technically a Giants home game,
It is. Yep.
but is it?
I got a question for you. I was about to ask you who has home field advantage, but no, honestly, the Giants fans are going to come out. They got the home field advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah. Every time they play against each other at whoever the home the team is, that squad has the majority of the fans. And the Giants will. It'll be about 70-30 Giants fans.
fair, fair, fair.
Because New York don't play that. Los Angeles, they play that. They're
Yeah.
too cool. LA's too cool. Come on, other team. Pittsburgh fans. Come on, Dallas fans. Yeah, we want to just feel because we're just so cool. Giants like, hell no, I ain't letting no Jets coming in and take over, please. No, sir. No, sir. Not one bit. So I can't see whether it's half 50-50. I've never seen a Giants-Jets game 50-50 in my life, no matter who is playing at home. I've never seen it. 'Cause, I mean,
Honestly, though, if Aaron Rodgers was still in the game, I see the Jets taking this not be a home game. Like if Aaron Rodgers was the starting QB of the Jets, I see the Jets taking
I
over the
don't know,
stadium.
man. Too much pride. New Yorkers. They're New
Really?
Yorkers, man. New Yorkers. The Giants, baby. The Big Blue. Yeah, they that. I've never seen, no matter how big the game was, Jets, Giants, I've never seen where, like, it was a 50-50 crowd. The field said New York Giants, Giants crowd everywhere. It's all blue. Mostly blue.
Fair
If
enough.
I saw a
Fair
New York
enough.
Jets game, it was all greenish type stuff. That's weird because, like, in like LA, like teams like that, the Raiders right now, they're just
Mhm.
Vegas is too cool. California is too cool. So I'm telling you, the game where the freaking Cowboys and the Chargers, that was 75-25 Dallas. That was
Damn.
ridiculous. Ridiculous. Rams versus the 49ers. That was a 60-40 Niners. That's ridiculous. I
Yeah.
feel bad because they'll never have home field because they're just too cool.
They're just too cool.
Yo, you will never see the Green Bay Packers have 10% fans of the other team. That never. They are gonna eat
No,
that
no.
state of that. No, please, never, never. I mean, I've been to 13 Saints games, and bro, I can tell you from experience, I've been to 12 home games. One on the road against Atlanta, but we maybe 10% of the crowd
Wow.
was the other team. But the 90% is us, baby. It is crazy. It's definitely in there. We will never let. I don't care if there was another team in New Orleans that they call themselves the New Orleans Booger Sugars. I don't care. They're not going to come into the New Orleans Saints and outrun us. Never. Because
Fair,
we
fair.
because we bleed black and gold. They're not bleeding black and silver in Las Vegas. They're not bleeding yellow and blue in Los Angeles and
No,
powder blue and yellow as a Charger fan. They're not doing that. No.
no, they're not. They're
So
not.
yeah. Good question though. But I think the Giants cover it. I'll say 80-20 Giants fans in that thing.
Fair, fair, fair.
Uh, but let's keep it going, you guys. You picked the Jets. I picked the Giants. So
I
let's
did.
go with another really good game now that I thought might not have been good about 3 weeks ago. We're going with the Jacksonville Jaguars at the
Ooh,
Pittsburgh Steelers. We've got now both teams with only 2 losses. I think Jaguars are 5-2. Steelers are 4-2, I believe.
ooh,
And this game, all of a sudden now, very intriguing because
it is.
this game could, not saying it will, but this game could determine maybe playoff seeding towards the end of the year because both these teams right now currently sit on top of the division. While I lied, the Ravens are a half game over the
Yeah,
Steelers with a 5-2 record. So I'm sorry, but could determine playoff seeding. Who knows? Uh,
yeah,
who
yeah. You're spot
is,
on.
is my turn?
I think it's
No,
my
it's your turn.
turn.
Yeah, it's the third game.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And this game is way more important than what we thought.
Yeah.
Um, see, this is hard one. I would ask PJ, but she failed me last week. So
She said Jaguars, man. Go get them.
Jaguars. Okay, TJ, I'll go with your advice again. If
Oh
I if I get bit again, oh, I'm coming for you. But yeah, I
no.
was
We're
going to go
talking about
with.
okay. Says he has no idea what
um,
he's talking about. No idea.
I was going to go Jacksonville. I feel like their defense has been playing incredibly well, and I think they are going to get after Pickens,
Yeah, Kenny Pickett.
Pickett. But he has been playing well, like ever since he's just realised he can audible out of Matt Canada's play. He's actually been doing something decent. But I am going to go with Jacksonville over Pittsburgh. I think their offense can deal with Pittsburgh's defense, and even though it is at Pittsburgh, I think Jacksonville is just the slightly better team.
Man, this game is another one of those 50-50 games, bro. And even
Yeah,
as of now, like I said, I don't write this stuff down. Even as of now, I'm going back and forth, man. But I'm like, where do I really see this game going? And just the last 2 minutes, I had Pittsburgh in my mind. I'm going Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville's going to win this game. I had Pittsburgh. I was this close to calling Pittsburgh. I'm going with Jacksonville to win this game, though.
yeah.
I just feel like a little bit more offense coming their way, man, than Pittsburgh. I feel like it's one of those games. Pittsburgh for the last couple of years they hover at 500 all year, right? And they've been
Yeah.
going like 8-8, 9-8, stuff like that, right? They're 4-2. They got to come back down to earth, in my opinion. I think this game's going to turn to get them 4-3. So I agree with you. We're both going with the Jacksonville Jaguars over the Steelers, man. Oh man, I might regret that one though. Yeesh. That's the NFL for you, though, man. All right, so let's get on with it now. We're gonna go to the NFC East, you guys. We have the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. Am I right about that? Is that the right
Yeah,
game? That's the right
yeah.
game.
Philadelphia,
These two
Washington.
teams just played about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Okay, that's why I was confused. I was like, man, did I put the wrong thing down?
yeah. No. We yeah, I think it was about a month ago. We played Washington at home, and they took it to
Yeah.
overtime. So it was a close game.
Man, I'm going with Philadelphia.
Yeah,
I'm not going to play around with this one. I thought about maybe Washington for a second. I'm going Philadelphia. I think Washington's got a lot more demons that we don't know about yet. And I can tell you what, man, Ron Rivera, he's going after this year. I don't care what nobody says. He is gone. He is over. He's overdue, overkill, in my opinion. He's supposed to been gone, but I got the Eagles win this one. I'm gonna call this a statement win for the Eagles. Let
ooh,
them know. I think they win by 2 scores for sure. And they're like, you know what? We're not going to play around with you guys at all. I think they come up with the mindset of we got to come out there and really put it on Washington early. Let's get the run game going on. Sam Howell has been struggling for the Commanders as of late. He's been really struggling. And Washington, I mean, if they can't get McLaurin going on, they can't get nothing going on. Even Robinson is having a hard time running. He had under 25 yards running last game. He's a big back too, and he just hadn't get going at all this year. I'm going Philadelphia. I think they win this rather easily.
yeah. No, I agree. Like last time they fought, it was a hard fought game. Like Howell played amazingly.
Yes.
I think he did overplay what he normally is. Um, but back then, like I said, our defense corners sort of still settling. Like the teams were coming back on us, and our run defense weren't as good. But he's settled now. He knows what he's doing. Like I said, our secondary has gotten better with the trade. When, like I said, every time I talk about that trade, I get cut off, so I'm not going to talk about it. Uh, hopefully, Reed Blankenship comes back from his rib injury. I think the defense is just going to smother Washington's offense, and hopefully, Hurts plays a clean game. Like I said, he's had a turnover each game, every game. And it's not as close as it was. Like it wouldn't have been as close as it was. It wouldn't have gone to overtime last time if they hadn't scored a touchdown, leaving I think a minute 20 on the clock, and they left too much time. And I think they've learned from that. I reckon, even though it's at FedEx Field, that turf worries me, especially how injured we are. But I reckon Philadelphia's going to win this, and I reckon our defense is going to be completely smothering Washington.
I got you. Hey, shout out to those in the chat. We got Edward Jones showing love, the lone Giants fan in the building. What's up, Edward? And Peter said, what's up, EJ? Also, I got Real Fan Sports, Zach, and Nonfiction showing love. Said, what's good, family? That's right. If you guys have not, man, check out Real Fan Sports. Man, they're on the road to 5K, you guys. Shout out to those guys, man. Give them some love. Show them some love. Hit that subscribe button. Go to Real Fan Sports, you guys, and hit that subscribe button and join their community, man. My guys, Zach and Nonfiction. Those guys are that dynamic duo, always doing a good job over there. All right, so we both agree Philadelphia should beat the Commanders, man, but it is any given Sunday, man.
Any given Sunday.
Any freaking given Sunday. Let's go to our next game on the docket. Another good one, per se. We have the Los Angeles Rams at the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys fresh off of a bye week. Rams fresh off a loss. Let's go, man. Who you got, TJ, in this game?
I hate to say it, but I have Dallas. I think fresh off a bye, they'll be healthy, they'll be angry. It's at AT&T Stadium, and I reckon the Rams, the Rams O-line isn't the best. Like our D-line got through them, and I reckon Micah Parsons is going to eat Matthew Stafford alive. So I'm going to go with the Dallas winning convincingly here.
Boy, we great minds think alike, or maybe dumb minds. Who knows? I said the same thing. I think Dallas annihilates the Rams in this game. Not because it's a bye week. I just don't like, the matchup. I think if Dallas plays to their strength, to the Rams' strength, they will destroy the Rams in this game. I got Dallas winning by, I'll say 2 scores, 14. 10 to 14 points. But I think honestly it's going to be I'm not going to say bloodbath, but I think Dallas will run the ball on the Rams. Rams are prone to get a lot of big plays as well. I got Dallas winning this game. I just, fresh off the bye week, I feel like they're just a better team at home. This is a proven game because, boy, if Dallas loses this game, I mean, it feels like Dallas Nation might come crumbling down again. Their secondary, their D-line pressures Matt Stafford. I can only imagine, right, that bad O-line by the Rams. I can only imagine Micah Parsons and Lawrence getting to those guys. I mean, it's going to be crazy. And it could be one of those games where Dallas gets a bunch of sacks, and this is pretty ugly pretty fast. So we're both going with Dallas in that game.
Yeah.
Another game we got to get to, which is also a very intriguing game all of a sudden. We have the Minnesota Vikings versus the Green Bay Packers. This one is going to be interesting because we have the Vikings 3-game winning streak after starting off 0-4. And all of a sudden now this team they're just might not win the division, but now playoffs are kind of reachable again for the Vikings. You want to get, if you can't win the division, you want to get either the 5th, 6th, or 7th seed. This is a huge game because the Packers, losers of 3 in a row, are here at home, and now we got a game of destiny. It feels like whoever wins this game kind of booted the other team out, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I feel like whoever wins this game, if the Vikings beat the Packers, they kind of boot the Packers out from playoff contention. If the Packers beat the Vikings are kind of like gone from playoff contention as well. So in this game, who do I trust more? I don't really trust both these teams at all. But if I'm going to
Yeah.
go with a team that I trust more than the other, I'm going with the Green Bay Packers at home. Yes, I'm going
Ooh.
with the Green Bay Packers. I don't care what kind of momentum the Vikings have, because at the end of the day, it feels like Vikings are always just going to Viking it when it's all said and done. I think the Packers will, as my people say, titty up. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get it, man. I think the Packers will have a good showing in this game, and they'll play. I think that Aaron Jones, fully healthy now. This is his. He's back now. I think for sure he played the last two games, but not big roles. I don't know why the Packers. If the Packers want to win this game, it's got to be a heavy dose of Aaron Jones, and I think we'll see that in this game. Jones left, Jones right, Jones middle, Jones catching, all that, and I feel like Packers will win this game. But of course, Vikings will keep it close. They always keep every game close,
Of
pretty much.
course.
So I'm gonna go with the Packers winning by 4. I'm gonna say 24-20, Green Bay.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Uh, I I disagree with you. I'm sorry.
Oh, you do?
Um, I think Minnesota's going to win, simply because Green Bay Packers offense is putrid.
Right.
Like they struggled to score points against the Denver's defense, which is the worst defense ever, and they struggled against it. I openly admit, not all of it is against Jordan Love. Like coaching has been bad, decision making's been bad. The Minnesota's offense is that even Green Bay's defense isn't good. It's just not. And I think Minnesota's going to take advantage. I don't. Justin Jefferson's obviously still not going to be part of this game. If Justin Jefferson was going to be part of this game, he's going to go mental. But yeah, I at this moment I don't trust Green Bay's coach. I don't trust Jordan Love. I just don't trust their game plan. I don't trust their defense. They're still fighting themselves, even if it is at Green Bay Lambeau Field. We've seen in the past, unfortunately, that's not as big as a um, that's not part of that. It's crucial that it's at home, but it's not a massive advantage as we thought. We've seen teams that go into Lambeau and punch Green Bay in the face,
Yes, you're
like
right.
49ers do it every AFC Championship game, and so do the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Right.
Yeah, but I think Minnesota has got the momentum, and I think they are the better team. And I trust Kirk Cousins more than I trust Jordan Love, which is disgusting to say. So I'm going to go with Minnesota.
Shout to Infinity Productions in the building. Says, "Yo, what's up? What's up, Infinity?" Peter said, "What's up, Infinity? How you doing?" Let's get it, man. Thank you for showing love, man. Let's get it. We both are going opposite ways. I'm going with the
Hmm.
Packers. He's going with the Vikings, y'all, in this crucial NFC North matchup. I'm telling y'all, the winner of this playoff chances increase. The loser, I think they're done. I think the loser's done already. Already,
I agree. I
that's how I
agree.
feel. Like someone's going to boot the other person out. You know. Let's get it out. Next game on the docket, we have an interconference matchup. We have the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tennessee Titans. This one is another interesting matchup. Titans
Hmm.
offered a bye week. Atlanta with a big win in Tampa Bay. That was awesome to see that by the Falcons. Although I cannot stand the Falcons, but I can't stand the Buccaneers either. So it's like a win-lose situation for me. Uh, let's go. Who you got in this game, TJ?
Oh, this one's a hard one. This
It is.
opening is a hard one.
It is.
Uh, Ryan Tannehill's looked awful. Their secondary of the Tennessee has gotten weaker with a trade that forces me to cut off, so I'm not going to talk about it. The Tennessee is a bad team this year. It's just straight up a bad team. Atlanta, I think, is a good team. It's just their quarterback doesn't want to win games. Um, so, which problem? I honestly don't know. Do you reckon? Who knows if Robertson's gonna play because apparently he wasn't feeling well, which is getting investigated why he wasn't on the injury report if he
I'm
wasn't
hearing
right.
all type of stuff now. I heard that obviously as the obvious one. I also heard something about him and the coach got into it.
Oh,
Uh,
that's not what you want.
yeah,
That's not what you want.
a verbal spat. I was hearing that too, but it's just rumors right now, so I could be totally wrong.
I I'm going to go with Tennessee.
Damn
It's
it!
at home.
I was hoping you were with Atlanta, man, because I'm going with Tennessee as well.
Yeah, yeah. Oh.
I was hoping you were with Atlanta, man. I'm going
So
with
if we suck, we both suck. There
yes,
you
exactly.
go.
I was hoping you with Atlanta, but no, I'm going with Tennessee as well, my brother. Uh, I just feel like the Tennessee Titans, they just play better at home. They just play a whole lot
Fair.
better at home. They're faster. That new turf in Tennessee, if you guys haven't recognized, they have new turf in Tennessee, and they play faster at home. They look better at home. The crowd is into it. Should be a very interesting game. I'm excited to watch that game. If you guys don't know, matter of fact, this Sunday we're doing our first Red Zone watch party of the year.
Ooh.
So I'm excited about that. So I'm going to break down all the games. It was 16 games, so we're going to have
Ooh.
like 14 games to go down. So I'm super excited about that, man. 7 hours of NFL action, you guys. Let's go! Real geeked up about that, y'all. So yeah, we got that one going on. But yeah, I'm going with Tennessee to win this game. I feel like they play better at home. Atlanta, they're just too up and down, but the Titans are up and down. But at least we know the Titans' mo winning at home. Atlanta mo is winning, at home as well. They did get a road victory though in Tampa Bay,
They
but
did. They
I mean
did.
Tennessee just plays a little bit better and faster at home. I'm going with the Titans.
Fair. Fair.
All
Yeah.
right.
Thank you for choosing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
That game
I,
could go
I,
either
I just
way.
knew you were going to Atlanta. I just knew it, y'all. Our next game on the docket is going to in the AFC East. We have the New England Patriots taking on Miami Dolphins.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep this real simple, y'all. The Dolphins. I don't care what I saw from the Patriots against the Bills. The Bills just look god awful. But I tell you what, there's one key with the Dolphins. When they play bad teams, they beat down bad teams, right? The Dolphins already beat New England in New England this year early in the season. Now
Mhm.
it's in Miami, where Miami plays 20 times faster than the normal human will play at home. Miami's going to score a lot of points. Patriots cannot keep up. If the Patriots win this game, call the NFL just super duper crazy. My bad, PJ. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I
Oh.
hit an ear. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Is that another claim? You've
No,
got
no,
second
no,
concussion.
no. No more claims. She said, I can't hear you. You better stop. You better stop, girl. Vincent, where's the party at, Lowe's? The party gonna be on YouTube, man, not at my house. NFL Red Zone Watch Party, y'all. So I'm gonna be on YouTube with the watch party, y'all. So come stay tuned. We're gonna break down the Red Zone. I'm gonna have all the action, 7 hours of NFL action, you guys, this Sunday. So be ready for that. But yeah, I'm going with the Dolphins in this one, man. I just think the Dolphins just play a lot faster. Where the Bills sort of struggle to score points at times, the Dolphins don't really struggle against bad teams to score points. They just like now. Waddle is somewhat injured. We don't know about
Yeah,
him,
he
but we
he left with a
seen
back injury.
we seen the Dolphins without Waddle put up 70 points against the Broncos. So I mean, was Waddle in that game?
What, the Broncos game? No, he wasn't.
Yeah,
That
Waddle.
was
So
without
yeah,
Waddle.
we see the team score 70 points without Waddle. I'm not worried about the
Yeah.
Dolphins without Waddle against the Patriots. Anybody else maybe, but at home against them, they're gonna kill them.
This is just gonna kill him.
They're gonna kill them.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think the Miami's angry. I think they hated being embarrassed because we were physical. We manhandled them. Obviously, you've got Tyreek
Like
Hill.
I
Like,
told you.
yeah, like you did. I apologize. Yeah, I got two down.
I got to.
The
I feel the same way with my team too. I get it. I get
I
it.
got two down. Yeah, I was too quick to react after that Jets game. But yeah, New England can't handle this, and obviously Xavier Howard might be back. He was dealing with a groin injury;
Yes.
it was out.
Yes.
So if he comes back, the third tier receivers New England have will not be able to do nothing. So I reckon Miami is going to eat, and it's going to be bad. And I recommend my brother-in-law not watch this game.
Oh man, don't do it, brother-in-law. Please don't do it, man. Uh, yo, Ben, I'll be at the house though, man. You can still come through and get a plate, man. I don't know no cookies, man. Come to the crib, bro. All day. We can watch it, sit back and watch it while I call the game, man. So don't matter to me,
Yeah.
brother. So yeah, we're both on Miami in this game, man. We're both on Miami. Honestly, good win by the Patriots. I'm not downgrading their victory over the Bills at all. but that was at home, and just sometimes every dog has their day. But that dog is gonna
Yes.
be huffing and puffing in Miami. It's a different. That's a different feeling. I'm telling you, it's a different breed. Miami at home, they're just a jugger freaking knot at home right now.
Yeah,
So
they are. It's gonna be nasty.
yeah, I think it'd be nasty as well, man. Travis says New England couldn't beat Miami when they were great and Miami was terrible. You expect them to
Yeah,
beat them now, Miami? Not gonna happen.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
miracle in Miami, the
right,
game that
right,
broke my.
right, exactly. You know, and yeah, the Patriots like, they've always had even with Tom Brady, right? They've always had
Mhm.
struggles of playing in Miami, and especially early in the year where it's like super humid and hot, you know. So yeah, now this is a super duper Miami team at home. Yeah, good luck, New England. All right, let's keep it going, man. We have the New Orleans Saints at the Indianapolis Colts. I go first. I'm going with the Colts in this game.
Ooh.
Um,
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just I have seen enough, and it feels like yeah, I've just seen enough from the Saints, man. They can't complement each other as well. The offense is good, the defense is bad. Defense is good, the
Yeah.
offense is bad. It's too much fighting, bickering going on inside the organization. I'm not liking what I'm seeing right now. Guys arguing with each other. Mike Thomas going on social media to like kind of like dissect the play that happened and says, it's the quarterback fault, not the receiver fault.
Nah. Oh.
And just so much stuff going on in New Orleans right now. I think the Colts are actually playing really good football. They should have won that game against the Browns, honestly.
Yeah. They should
Gardner
have.
Minshew, like I said, he's a backup, but he's a really, really good backup. And I feel like Jonathan Taylor now, who's slowly but surely getting more carries as the year goes on. This past game, he had some good yardage. I think he had a touchdown as well for sure. And I like what I see from Indianapolis at home. This is one of those games. If it was in New Orleans, I would go with the Saints, but I'm going with the Colts because they're at
Oh,
home.
really?
And I believe that they're not a better team than New Orleans, but right now at this moment, they're just a better functional team.
I think they're better coached. I think Shane
Yeah,
Steichen is
that's
doing
next.
wonders, absolute wonders. He was doing great with obviously Anthony Richardson. Sucks that he obviously is now officially out for the year. I owe my friend 4 beers, and yeah, he's done very well, Gonovich. They should have won that game. I know obviously you can't blame the rest because you shouldn't put yourself into that situation, but it was blatant. It was bad. So they should have won. And hey, that was against a really good defense. And now it wasn't as good, but that was also against Garrett going completely off. And
Going bonkers in that game.
yeah, he was going off
How you
and
go bonkers and your defense still with 38 points?
ridiculous, absolutely
Like
ridiculous.
it's
My
one man
God,
went
yeah.
bonkers, but the defense was just like god awful.
So I honestly don't think your Saints will be able to match the offense of the Colts offense is clicking well, and I don't think your Saints offense is clicking well. And I just think they've come together as a team, and your Saints are falling apart. So I don't want to talk bad, but
Oh, no, you
it's
good,
true.
man. Hey,
True,
you
it's
good.
true, and I don't think your Saints are going to keep up at all. I wouldn't be surprised if you score 10 and they score like 25. Is 10 too much?
Hold on now. Don't do us like that now. We're scoring 20, damn it. We're going to score 20
A
in this
20?
game.
Okay,
We're
okay,
scoring
yeah,
20 in this game, at least 20.
yeah.
I don't know if we might give it 21, though, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right. So we're both going with the Colts to win this game. All right. Next game on the docket, man. We have the battle of the number one, number two quarterbacks of this year. Is going to be a very interesting, dynamic game. We have the Houston Texans at the Carolina Panthers. We have C.J. Stroud taking on Bryce Young. The first of hopefully at least 4 or 5 more times you see these guys.
Ooh,
Hopefully
yeah.
none of get traded soon, Bryce Young. But
Oh, give up after less
yeah,
than half a year.
what I'm saying? They might trade him to the division they play all the time. So I
Yes,
don't know.
yes. Sorry, the Phillies just took the lead over the Diamondbacks in Game 7.
There
So.
we go. There we go. Let's go.
It's 2-1, bottom
Okay.
of the fourth.
Ooh,
So,
no, you're good, brother. You're good. Yes, sir.
yeah,
So who you got in this game? My bad. You're first.
I'm gonna go Houston.
Okay.
I like they've won. They've actually looked competent. They've looked like a decent team. CJ Stroud is playing very well for being a rookie, and Carolina's not. Bryce Young does not look good. So hopefully Houston can keep that momentum up. And yeah, Carolina's just not good. Obviously, Frank Reich has officially announced he's handing over offensive calling to their offensive coordinator. Um, Even though he was like the OC in Philly,
Hmm.
when he has been a head coach, he hasn't been a good offensive caller. Even in Philly, it was Dougie P who was calling the offense. So he's always sort of struggled calling that offensive play. So maybe that gives Carolina a bit of a spark. But I see Houston. See Houston winning this game, and Carolina's struggles continue. And yeah, I reckon Carolina score about 9 and Houston about 15.
I am going with the upset, you guys. That's right.
Ooh,
Is this my first time picking Carolina all year? I think it might be my first
quite
time.
possibly, yeah.
Quite possibly, yeah. I'm going with the Panthers. I think they're due. This is the game. This is the
Yeah.
game right here. I think it is for Bryce Young to have his one shining moment to all the haters talk about the Texans got Stroud, and that's including myself. I think Stroud is the better quarterback, but I think for one night, one game only, I'm going with the Carolina Panthers and because of their defense. I think their defense will put the clamps on the Texans in this game, and I feel like they're gonna rally around their quarterback in Bryce Young because all of this, you know, haters like myself saying that Stroud is the better quarterback and yada yada. He's having a great year and Bryce Young has been so terrible. And I think sometimes you need to added motivation, although the Texans have not quite said that at all. But they're all human. They all hear the talks about, uh, you know. Uh, Social media talks. We don't know about that, so I'm going with the
Yeah.
Panthers. They will shock the world and get their first victory of the year over the Texans. I'm going with Carolina, man. I got a feeling, TJ. I got a feeling.
Got a feeling? Oh,
Ooh,
fair
that
enough.
tonight's gonna be a good night. Yeah, I got a feeling the Carolina Panthers will get their first dub of the season, man, against
Fair
Houston.
enough. Hey, who knows? Who knows? That'll be
Oh,
the last winless team finally gets one.
yeah, for real. Hopefully it happens like that, man. They got to win at least one game this year.
You'd hope.
They can't go over while having your star quarterback, right? Your rookie quarterback.
If they go, maybe they get rid of Frank Reich. If they literally don't win a single game, they go 0-17.
Who knows, man? Who freaking knows?
Yeah, who knows?
All right. Let's go with next game on the docket. We're gonna go with another good one, y'all. The Cleveland Browns at the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going first. Oh
Mhm.
my God, why did I go first, man? This game is gonna be so good. This is one of those 50-50 games, but let me not stress too much because it sucks because we do this show on Tuesday. It's also cool too. But
Yeah,
DK Metcalf is out. He was out the last game.
he was.
My whole question is, if DK was out this game, I was leaning towards Cleveland. But if he plays, I'm leaning towards Seattle. But I don't care. I'm gonna go to Seattle Seahawks to win this game at home. Um, Although the Browns, man, I feel like one thing about Geno Smith, man, when he gets punched in that mouth, I've said it several times. When he gets punched in that mouth, he becomes I can say a scaredy cat. Does that sound? Is that too harsh? But he's one of those quarterbacks. You
Yeah.
punch him in the mouth, he goes down a lot easier than normal, right? In my opinion. But yes, I'm gonna go with Seattle to win this game. I feel like they're at home. They've the Browns, albeit without Deshaun Watson, offense has been not the best. Their defense is kind of let them in. We'll find
Hmm.
out what's going on with this team, man. I don't know about the Browns team right now when it comes down to them on the road playing a really good team in Seattle. Now, beating Indianapolis, that's okay. But beating Seattle, that's a little bit different. And that
It
crowd
is.
noise in Seattle could play a big factor. So I'm going to go with Seattle to win this game. I'm going to go with, I'm going to say one of those 20-10 kind of games, 2010.
Ooh, fair enough. Fair enough. And I also am going to go with Seattle.
Okay, let's go.
Uh, I feel like obviously Watson was injured before he got concussed,
Oh,
and
so
because of the
so
way,
it was a concussion. I didn't know that.
yeah, it was a concussion. I believe,
Oh,
pretty sure it was a
I
concussion.
thought okay. I thought it was like shoulder or something. I'm sorry.
I
Okay.
know. Obviously, he had the MC
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
shoulder
yeah.
injury
I didn't know why he
before the
was out.
game.
I didn't know why
I'm
he was out.
pretty sure it was a
It
concussion
probably wasn't. It probably was. I had
because
no
it was
clue.
a bad hit and he did not move for a
Oh,
while.
okay, okay.
I'm
And
gonna just
usually,
take a quick
and the
look.
NFL's done a great job. This one, the good thing they've done. When you're concussed, they make you sit out a whole entire week.
Yeah.
So
Deshaun Watson exited the game week 7 over the Colts after being hit by the Colts, a name I'm not going to pronounce. Well, he did clear concussion test. Watson did not
oh, he didn't
return
return.
for the game as Browns wanted to be cautious. So he technically passed the concussion test.
Yeah.
I don't know why they wouldn't put him back in unless there's something there. Uh, yeah, and we've seen him look after himself a bit more because obviously he didn't come straight back against the
Yeah.
Niners. So I reckon wouldn't be surprised if PJ Walker does start this game, and I think the Seattle's defense will capitalize on that. I feel like they'll be able to take advantage of his weaknesses and be able to use that to get better field advantage for their offense to capitalize on. So that's why I'm going with Seattle.
All right. Yeah. Well, picking Seattle, man. It's gonna be a must see game. I'm actually I picked the right week to do this though. I'm telling you, the Red Zone Watch Party. I picked the right week because it's got a lot of good games, man.
Yeah.
I had a lot of good games. First of all 16 teams. I saw all 16 games playing. Yeah, call me in for that one. I'm ready for that one. All right, let's keep it moving, man. We got
Go.
our next game on the docket. We had the Cincinnati Bengals at
Ooh.
the San Francisco 49ers. Dun, dun, dun. Here we go,
Ooh.
man. Your call.
Oh no.
No.
This is a hard one. This is a
Yes.
very hard one because Cincy has finally started to get some momentum. Obviously, they had a bye. I believe it was a bye. So, any sort of injuries, obviously, that allows Burrow to get a bit more healthy after his hamstring.
Yeah.
And obviously, San Francisco have looked a bit wobbly. They
Mhm.
haven't looked the best. It's in Santa Clara. I'm going to go with Cincinnati.
Oh.
I'm going to go with Cincinnati.
All
I
right.
feel like San Francisco's defense is good.
Mhm.
It is really good. But I feel like Cincinnati still has like that thing to prove. I feel like they're still needing to prove and say, look, we aren't as bad as you think we are, and I think they'll be able to do that against the San Francisco 49ers. And I don't know, like Brock Purdy's looked a bit wobbly, and maybe he does throw a couple interceptions. But I think I reckon Jamar Chase is going to go off against this defense. So I'm going to choose that.
All
I'm going to
right.
go with that.
Not Jamar Chase going all right.
Who knows?
Who knows? You're right. Ah, man. All right. I'm going with these San Francisco 49ers.
For it makes sense. That's
Oh,
yeah.
did I just butcher that name? San Francisco 49ers. I feel like I butchered that. I'm going with the Niners. How about that? I'm going with San
Yeah.
Fran to win this game. I believe that those last two games on the road. First of all, Cleveland, Minnesota.
True.
They're at home now, warm home cooking. Bengals, albeit on an bye week, they're kind of well rested now. But I
Mhm.
have a feeling the Niners are gonna really put it on the Bengals this week. They'll get back to basics, in my opinion, and I'm looking forward to that defense of the Niners. You said that Jamar Chase might go off. I'm thinking the opposite. The Niners shut
Oh.
down the Bengals. I
Oh.
if I cannot, I repeat, I cannot see the Niners losing 3 games in a row. 2 on the
If
road and
they
1 at home. If they do, I mean, it's gonna feel like the
time to panic.
yeah. They might hit that panic button. It depends on what's going on. I mean, panic as in like we wanted home field advantage throughout. Now we're not getting it, because
Yeah.
if we lose and the Eagles win, that's a 2-game lead now, and they haven't even faced each other yet, right? So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm going to Niners though, man. I just I
Fair.
can't see the Niners losing at home. No, and no matter how good the Bengals are striving to be, and they're going to be a good team when it's all said and done. I think the Niners at home this one game they're going to get the dub, man.
Yeah, no, yeah, it makes sense.
But
Like I
this should be a
completely
good game
agree.
though. This should be a good game. But I
It
think the
should
Niners
be.
are going to just come out with more to prove at home, crowd into it, and I think the defense is really going to step up in this game.
Fair. Yeah, that wouldn't shock me. Honestly, that wouldn't shock me. But maybe that's just me hoping.
Yeah, that's true too. Right, right, right. Next game on the docket, we have the Kansas City Chiefs at the Denver Broncos. I'll keep this short and freaking sweet. KC all the way. This Denver squad hasn't won in freaking 16 games. I'm telling you right now, it's just not gonna. It's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the
Yeah,
same. This is same old same, man. This Chiefs team, they're back. They're back.
they're back.
They're back. That game against the Chargers, look, usually the Chargers and the Chiefs play a really tight contested game. You know, somewhere in that second quarter, the Chargers went off. I think they got shut out in the second half, right?
But
Was
the
it
Chargers,
17? Wasn't it 17-17 at halftime? I believe. Chargers and Chiefs.
uh, possibly. Bear with me. Just have a quick.
You know, I think that they shut down the Chargers, but their defense has been phenomenal. They played great in the first quarter and the second half. That second quarter, just some things got away, but
Yeah,
they
you're right. The Chargers didn't score after halftime. It
nah,
was.
and this Chiefs defense has been on one this year, and usually those
Mhm.
Chargers and Chiefs games are pretty close. 3 points, whatever, a touchdown. Nah, they said bump that brother, bump all that, man. I like this Chiefs team. They're the best team in the NFL, in my opinion, right now. The best team in the NFL. I said it right, y'all. The best team in the NFL, Kansas City Chiefs,
Fair enough.
and I
Yeah.
got them beating the Broncos. I'm not gonna say easily because the Broncos always play the Chiefs tough, no matter what. I mean, even when the Broncos had good teams and bad teams, they play the Chiefs tough, and it's gonna be in Denver, so it's not gonna be an easy dub for the Chiefs, but they will find a way to win this game. I promise you guys. Not promise. I can't promise that. Let me stop that. I don't promise on these channels, man. But I can almost guarantee you guys the Chiefs will win this game. I'm going Kansas City over Denver.
Yeah, no, fair enough. And I completely agree. Kaz, it's like they're going to win for like the 17th time against Denver, and it's not even. Kansas City has found its groove, and it's just going to be an eat. They're going to feast, they're going to laugh, and they're going to move on.
Pretty
Who
much.
knows? Maybe Taylor Swift's there are going to have so much Taylor Swift.
No, not so much Taylor Swift, huh?
We've
Boy,
got like,
they had a Travis Kelsey touchdown, man. They were all over Taylor Swift in that camera shot.
oh, tell me
God
about it.
almighty,
Have you
man.
seen like the stats that when she's there, he gets over 100 yards. When she's not there, he goes for about 50.
Oh my God, she might have a little voodoo on him, huh? He's already one of the best, if not the best, tight end of our lifetime.
Is he the greatest tight end of all time?
Man, yeah, he's arguably he is like the dude has just been a beast and consistent for years now.
Mm-hmm.
For
Yeah.
years consistent. So who knows, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
here we go. Travis is worried though. He said that streak is going to end someday. That's what scares me, and it's going to end someday. And these streaks usually end when you least expect it. That's true. But man,
That's true.
16 in a row. All streaks like that are meant to be broken, man. But we're talking 8 years now, and in NFL terms, that's a lot. That's a lot of games. Our next game on the docket, we have the Baltimore Ravens versus the Arizona Cardinals, man. Baltimore offered that beat down over the Lions. Will take on the Cardinals team. This game scares me.
Really?
Yeah, this is one of those, man. Okay, now you look so damn good against the Lions. Can you bring that same energy to the Cardinals team? Because you could be overlooking them. No.
Oh yes, my turn.
Yeah, who you got, brother?
I know this is recency. People are. I don't want this to sound like recency bias, but I think Baltimore's going to win. I do think.
Yeah.
I think they're going to run The weakness of Arizona, and it has been a weakness, is they can't stop the run. And for some reason, teams don't run the ball down their throats. They determine to throw. Um, damn it, Arizona has equalized. But I reckon if they're smart,
Yeah.
that the Baltimore Ravens go back to what they know, and what they know is running the ball and running the ball a lot. And if they do that, they are going to win a lot. They're going to score a lot of points. If they don't, that's when they open themselves up to be shocked and surprised. But I am going to go with Baltimore winning this game, even though it's in the desert. I think they can handle the Cardinals.
Shout out to Wagner Moratelli. Says Travis Kelce better than Rob Gronkowski. First of all, welcome back to the show, Wagner Moratelli. Peter said, "What's up, WM?" Yes. Fun fact: like Travis Kelce and Gronk are like the same age. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're like the same freaking age. And I'm like, yo, what the fudge cake is going on with that? Like they're the same age. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's and Travis Kelce's still balling. Where Gronk, a lot of injuries. I get it, a lot of
yeah.
injuries, but you know, Gronk is still a top four
Oh,
greatest
it's great.
receiver.
Yeah, like not just
Yeah,
because we say
nothing against Gronk. No, Travis
yeah.
Kelce's just that dude, man. He's just been consistent, and besides this year, just never gets injured. Never gets injured at all.
And even with the injury, he's still having a phenomenal year. Like he is being absolutely phenomenal, even with the injuries.
Hmm. I'm going with Baltimore as well, though. Vincent is a trap game, and it could be a trap game. Yes,
Could be,
could be a
could be.
trap game, but I'm going with Baltimore. This is definitely a trap game. They got to be careful. Got to be careful in this game because of the Cardinals. Only one win, but they have been competitive all season long, and you just don't want that the spiral, right? The downward spiral some teams have from the first quarter where you get the other team momentum. If you're
Mhm.
the Ravens, you want to punch this Cardinals team in the mouth right now. So we're going with the Ravens to win this game. They just gotta play Ravens football, and me, you both agree they do that, they'll win this game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, completely. If they run the ball, they should win this pretty simply.
All right, we're going with Sunday Night Football. The
Ooh.
Chicago Bears at the Los Angeles Chargers. Even this game has a little bit of, okay, intriguing. Because, man,
There
you
it
got the
is.
storyline of the Badgett kid, right? His road game, first road game of the year against the Los Angeles Chargers, who look they're a fun team to watch. If anything, the Chargers they're a very fun team to watch. Man, this is one of those ones I could overthink and say Chicago's gonna win this game. But I'm not gonna overthink that, man. I'm going to Chargers. I think the Chargers will win this game, but it won't be easy. It won't be because when has a
No.
Chargers game ever been easy?
No, of course they
Yeah,
try and lose every game.
right. They try to lose every game. Even in winning, they win. They just win. It's pretty how they do it because they're a flashy team. I just think honestly, just not enough offense from the Bears in this game. But one way they can do it is controlling the time possession. I
Hmm.
Foreman, the newly acquired running back for the Bears, he had an excellent game last week against the Raiders, and I think if they use that same kind of momentum, just thank goodness the Bears fans don't really travel like that to Los Angeles. They're not going to travel like that. This isn't the Steelers. This isn't the Cowboys, right? So it'll be more of a neutral crowd now, 50-50, right? In Los Angeles.
A
But I'm going,
neutral.
yeah, neutral, right? 50-50. This isn't where the Niners come into town or the Cowboys come into town and completely take over the stadium. I feel like it'd be a 50-50 kind of thing.
Fair.
55-45 Chargers. How about that? Give them a little credit. But Chargers should win this game, though. They should win this game because, man, I'm telling you right here, TJ, Chargers lose this game. Bye-bye. I've been counting it down, man. Brandon Staley, he's going to lose his job at the end of the year. But now, this is literally a game-by-game basis for this man. If you lose to the Chicago...
They should win this game, and they should win convincingly. However, Charger, Brandon Staley bad, But I still think the Chargers are going to win, even though it wouldn't shock me with the Bears winning.
Oh yeah,
Like
which I mean,
Foreman is a good running back, and they seem to be galvanized around Badgett.
and look at us saying like, tell you how bad the Chargers are. We're saying it wouldn't shock me if the Bears win. Like, whoa, what?
Yeah, I
Uh,
know. And then,
yeah,
but
yeah. Now we're saying that because we just don't have any trust in the Chargers to play a complete game over 4 quarters. You know?
I just don't trust the coach at all. We've seen him make boneheaded decisions
Yes,
that lost the game. Like
yes,
I trust Herbert. I trust like Herbert is a good QB. We've seen him literally put the team on his back and go for fourth down, fourth down,
right.
fourth down, get it, get it, get it. But I just don't. Brandon Staley, I don't trust. And if they're gonna lose the game, it's gonna be because of him,
Yes, yes,
guaranteed. And
yes.
yeah, all right, he's most probably fired. He's most probably gone. But it's yeah, it's bad if they lose this game, and
Mhm.
they need to seriously look themselves in the mirror. But they should win it. They should win it.
We'll see. We'll see.
Uh,
We will definitely see, my guy. All right, and now we're going to Monday Night Football. We have the Las Vegas Raiders
who
taking on
chose this for Monday night?
the Detroit Lions. I like the matchup, man. I think it's gonna be a really good matchup.
Do you?
Yeah, I think that it's gonna be a competitive game. How about that?
Oh, fair
It's
enough.
gonna
Fair
be
enough.
a competitive game.
Fair enough. I believe I go first.
Yes. Do you go first? Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah.
Yep.
I think Detroit's going to bounce back hard against Vegas. I think Vegas is awful. I think their coach is terrible. I think it's just not it's not good. And I think they are going to blow out Vegas. I
Okay.
honestly do. I think it's not going to be pretty. I had my friend said, hold on, I'll just send this message. I had a friend contact me saying, I got a guy from work saying Vegas is going to win the Super Bowl in 2 years' time. Is this a hot take? And my response wasn't a good response. Apparently, I was a bit angry. Is that is a very awful take. They're literally broke that they can't fire their awful head coach, and also they can't drive with a lot of swear words. This is typical British at all. And when the children looks at their owner, Mark Davis, they cry.
Hey, Mark Davis is an ugly dude, though. Thank God he's rich.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
got it
thank
rich.
goodness he's rich because he's ugly, bro. That's a
Uh,
chunky dog looking. Oh my goodness.
it's not good, and yeah, and I think Detroit is going to have a great bounce back game.
Yeah, I also will go with Detroit. I feel like the game will be a lot closer. But I'm gonna go Detroit. Win this game. Now, this is our first time having the Lions on prime time this year. Is it besides the opening day? Opening game against the Chiefs. Is it their first time on prime time? Besides that Chiefs game. I think
Possibly.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But Monday Night Football. This is where you're national TV once again. Now you overcame that first game against the Chiefs. Kudos to them, to the
Mhm.
Lions for doing that. How would they fare now in a game? They're the favorite. That's my only question. You're the favorite, right? Because even that Ravens game, they were not the favorite. You know, you're the favorite now against Las Vegas on prime time. You got to come out there with some urgency to really put the clamps on this team. If you do not, then you don't want to keep this game close. What I'm saying, give Vegas
Yeah,
any type of hope. But yeah, you're right though. This should be a win by the Lions pretty easily.
should be. Yeah.
All right,
Whoa,
so there you guys have it, man. Me and Tina both
that's
going with
it.
the Lions. That is our full 16 game slate. Thank y'all for staying here the whole entire time and
I
checking us
really
out,
hope I
man.
do well.
Let us know where we went wrong. Let us know where we went right, you guys. So appreciate that. Let's see where as I hear my daughter crying in the background, but she's alright. That's one of those I'm spoiled cries. I can't have
Oh,
what I
is it?
want. Yeah, I know that
Is
cry.
that you
Yeah.
know that cry?
All right. Let's go with our week 8 locks right now. TJ, let me know. I gotta write this down. What teams have I picked already?
I've got you. I've got you.
Yeah.
So you went Denver week 1.
All right. No more
You went
Dolphins.
Buffalo week
No
2.
more Buffalo. No more
You went
Bills.
Seattle week
No
3.
more. No more Seahawks.
You went Pittsburgh week 4.
Oh, God. No more
You
Pittsburgh.
went Baltimore week 5.
Did they at least win that game?
Week 5. I don't know what was they against. Hold on, I've
I
got to
don't
find
even
it.
know.
Baltimore versus Pittsburgh. No, they lost.
Oh, God dog it.
There, you went with the Rams week 6, and last week you went with the Saints.
Oh my God, this has been bad, man. So I haven't picked the Dolphins at all. Then I'm going Dolphins. I gotta get a dub. I gotta get a dub,
Oh,
man.
so what you've done is just curse them.
Yeah, I did. Yes, I did. I did. Hold on. Wait. No, I'm not going Dolphins.
No.
No, I'm going Patriots. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. Oh hell no. I'm going Cowboys
Oh,
over the
Dallas.
Rams. Give me the
That,
Cowboys.
thank you for doing that.
You're welcome. That's also, if I'm such a big jinx, I hope I am. I love when the Cowboys lose. So I hope I do lose this one. Let's get it, y'all. I'm going to Cowboys or the Rams.
Fair. I'm gonna go with Houston.
Oh,
I'm gonna go Houston
that's smart.
over
Keep that
Carolina.
Panthers. Yeah, keep that Panthers. Come on, Panthers. Let's go. I picked out a win. Let's get it.
I
Carolina.
haven't lost a pick 'em.
You have not, bro. You are 7-0.
Yeah, so
I'm sitting here
hopefully
3-4 at Pickles, man. That's embarrassing, bro. 3-4.
they keep like that.
God, dog. That lock game locks my ass. All right, man. That's our picks, y'all. So our picks, he's got the Houston Texans over the Panthers. I'm going to Dallas Cowboys over the Rams, y'all. So what are your locks for this week 8? Let us know in the chat or in the comments down below if you're new to the channel. All right, and all right, any hot takes, any closing messages you want to
I've got one hot take, and it's so hot it burnt me when it came into my mind. Because it is absolutely ridiculous.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
If Badgett wins this game, I see the Bears going on a run and to the point where they move themselves out of position to draft Williams. I honestly wouldn't be surprised because the way the coach was talking, the way the team was talking, they love Badgett, and they didn't ask him to play a lot, but what they did, they worked well. So I wouldn't be surprised if Badgett is the Bears' starting QB next year.
I like that one. Ooh, that is a good one. I can mess with that. I can't blame. I can't blame you on that one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. As far as hot takes, man, I don't even know, man. I'm all hot taked out these days. I'm trying to think. It's just hard to oh my gosh. I will. God, I'm trying to think of one that's like really, really freaking dope, man. I'm gonna go with I feel like, and this goes against what I've preached all year about the AFC North, but I feel like the New York Jets are gonna find their way in the playoffs somehow.
Ooh, really?
I feel like the New York Jets are gonna find their way in the 7th seed in the playoffs.
Wow.
I feel like something, even though there's no Aaron Rodgers, and they're not going to win the Super Bowl. They'll go to the playoffs and get beat.
Rodgers might come back.
Rodgers, and I don't give a damn nobody say. Rodgers didn't come back for no damn Achilles, man. Not at his age. No, I can't see it, bro. That'd be not saying a miracle, because it's no, technology's getting better and better now these days. But man, I can't. If Rodgers comes back after being out for, I don't know, man. This process takes over a year. This dude comes back like in 6 months. Oh, bro, what is going on? You know, with the part of your Achilles snapped, not the whole thing. Oh, is there 2 parts in the Achilles that I don't know about? So who knows, man? But yeah. All right, y'all. Any questions, man? Hey, they got a question about your card. They said, "Do you do magic, TJ?"
Yeah, yes. Oh, well, it's not like man. I do play. It's the most nerdiest thing I do, but it's a hobby I do. I play Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
My friends, that's what we were doing in the game shop. We're 6 hours of playing Magic. Been doing it for about 5 years. Yeah, I've got all right. It's a bit of a mess, but
Oh, we just lost TJ. It waited till the end of the show to lose TJ. God dog it. Waited till the end of the show to lose TJ. Let's get him back if we can. Give us 1 second, y'all. He's he was about to show us some magic, you guys. About to show us some hot magic. The Denver Nuggets, by the way, are getting ready to beat down the Lakers. They're up 117-103, about to win this game. So shout out to the Nuggets. Let's see. I think we lost him again. Well, hold on. I guess let's join. Click the show. Oh my goodness, we almost had him. He went away again. Magic was never my strong suit. Haven't even tried it. I don't even know. Like, I do like to watch those magic shows. That like the ones where they show you how it gets done. Cause I'm like, how do they do that, man? So I like to see that kind of stuff. Outside of that, Edward Jones is up long NBA season.
sorry.
Oh, you can do it. I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
I can hear you. I was going to say the Arizona Diamondbacks team.
No, right?
That's what we do. We have friends every as much as we can. But yeah, it's like I said, it's the most nerdiest thing I do. But hey, I enjoy it.
Hold on, hold on. You were kind of muted again. What you said again?
Oh, I see. I said it's not like Magic. It's the game is Magic the Gathering. It plays like creatures, power abilities. It's sort of
Okay.
like an advanced version of Yu-Gi-Oh. Very nerdy stuff. But hey, we don't go into me and my friends don't go as advanced. Like we don't know the names of the creatures. It's like I just play this, see what happens.
Oh
But
damn! All
hey,
right.
it's fun. We've been doing it for a while, and hopefully keep going. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's been good. And one thing I see Travis asked for another thing. What am I hashtag Bobby Ribbon? It's called Cabold. It's from Southwold. It's one of my personal favorites. So yeah,
Hey,
it's a
let's
nice
get it,
lager.
man. Let's go. All right, y'all. Well, that is it, man. Thank y'all for the love and support, man. Sorry for the difficulties we had with the technical difficulties, but we got it back up and running
Yeah,
now.
sorry.
And
I,
you
I
guys
need to
stay
get.
here. 2 hours and 16 minutes, almost 2 hours 20 minutes, y'all. I'm hungry AF. How about you, PJ? I already know the answer. I don't know why I'm asking you. Yeah,
yeah,
she hungry as
yeah.
well. All right,
I,
that's been it. Go ahead, TJ. Any
I was
last
going to
comments?
say I'm not hungry. I had a nice McDonald's, which you saw. They have a McDonald's has released a special called the Philly cheese stack, which is gorgeous.
Let's
Banging.
get it. Yes, sir. Hey, much love to TJ, you guys, man.
Much
Show
love
us
to you.
love, man. We're out of here, y'all. We'll come back next episode for our week 8 review and our week 9 picks and predictions, you guys. So stay tuned for that. Uh, Maybe I don't know. I might talk to you about that, TJ. We might if you're available. If you're available, if not, we'll postpone it. But I'm calling every game of the World Series, and I know
Ooh.
the World Series is going to take place on a Tuesday. I think Game 4 is on Tuesday, I believe. I could be wrong. So I don't know if you
Hey,
have any plans. If you want it, if
was
you
this next week? Was it?
this is next week, yeah. Uh, so
Um,
so I don't know.
yeah.
We'll talk though because I think the game might be on. Shoot. The only off day I would have is like I think Thursday, which would be like Friday morning for you. So I don't like if you got a lot going on, I don't want to mess it up. So we'll talk.
Next week. According to this, I am free, so I can
Well,
do Monday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So yeah, that's what I can do. So I'm happy to
Monday,
move it if you
Tuesday.
want.
So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yes,
All right,
yeah, I
all
can
right,
do that.
all right.
Also, I believe I have an updated red zone banner.
Oh, that's
4 years.
awesome. Yeah, y'all are hearing exclusive talk right now.
I got bored.
Let's go. Car Crazy says next Tuesday is also Halloween. That's right, y'all. Happy Halloween for those
Oh, it
who
is.
celebrate it, man. So let's get ghostly
Do you not
crazy.
go? Do you not go trick or treating?
Nah, I
Nah.
don't. I go like I take my kids like the mall or something, and they go, all the kids in the mall like get candy from like the workers and stuff like that. It's weird, but but on the streets level, nah, man, I ain't got time for all that.
Anyone
I'll
got
take
time
it
for
to the
that?
mall where things are just safe and secluded, and yeah. But yeah, so yeah, happy Halloween. You
Have a
guys may
great
or may not
Halloween.
see us for our episode 13, which would be weird. Friday the
Ooh.
13th. Maybe no, I'm playing.
No, 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 no. Too close to Halloween. Too close to Halloween.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's all love, though. Thank y'all for the love and support, man. For the
Thank
homegirl
you.
PJ, I'm your host, Carlos Clayton. Our main man of the hour is TJ Tracy. This was our week 7 recap, our week 8 picks and predictions, you guys. Stay tuned. Hopefully, we can get you guys an episode 13 this week. If not, for sure, the next week after that, we'll get it rocking and rolling, y'all. So check me out. I don't know when I'm going live. I don't know if I'm going live tomorrow, but most likely we're going live on Thursday. But for sure, Friday is the World Series game 1. I will be calling that game Friday and Saturday. And of course, we have our NFL Red Zone on Sunday. So those 3 days, I know for sure I'll be live. So come stay tuned for that, you guys. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
All right, have a
Have a
blessed
great
night, TJ.
night.
You guys have a great night. We'll see you guys on later on from Uneducated Sports Talk. All sports fans, you guys know what time it is. Stay smart, stay uneducated. Peace. Love you, mama. Love you guys well. All right, TJ, have a blessed night, brother.
Have a great
This has
night,
been
everyone.
Tuesdays with TJ. We're out of here.